What's your thing?
Hello, I'm Depressed Cat. Welcome to R the Roll.
Um, I'm
You'll
just
notice we have a guest. His name's
Wow.
Mahir. Hey Mahir.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hi.
There's no
Mahir.
relation to Amalia there. None at all.
No,
Not siblings.
not
Nope.
my brother.
As always, Patreon tabletop RPG music. Check it out. It's where music comes from. Something something. Bloody Baxters. Something something. Go check them out. They're gonna win an award, right?
I hope so.
Wow.
We're going to Shockstock as our worldwide debut in Hamilton, Ontario, screening at Shockstock and it's a big horror convention. It's awesome. And I think I'm going to go there.
Wow.
I think Fitz is going to go there, and Jessica Chin King will be there too. You're welcome to join us to Amalia if you want to join us at the. It's going to be a big blowout weekend.
Wow.
And anyone else who's watching
Last
can join us.
Last time I was there, I got in trouble because somebody gave me a spanking with a flail, and the video went on my Facebook because I was too drunk, and I got a lot of flack from a lot of people being like, "Oh, so you're into public BDSM now?"
Look at my
Great
face.
festival.
This is my reaction.
Well,
not surprised when you started the story, but I got in a little trouble there, and I'm like, is he going to end up partially nude or completely nude during the story?
Same. I was like in a fountain somewhere, probably.
No fountain, otherwise yes.
We need to have a special jingle for when we get one of these stories, just like, that's Fitz Jeffrey, when he's like discovered doing something that's very, very... Anyway, great story.
You can't forget the jazz.
Let's see if we can repeat that, or repeat something as scandalous at the next Shockstock.
Okay.
Also, check out Snowblind. Go get it crowdfunded. Reach out to Fitz if you're interested.
Funding's over.
Yes.
If you want to know why I'm depressed, it's because I like to eat my owner's food. And this time, they ate ramen. It's all carb, and I'm a carnivore. And I can't eat it. I just wish there was a protein-based ramen. You guys know any? Really?
There is. It's called Immy Eats. It's plant-based, but there's a lot of protein in it. Am I right? Is that right? Yeah.
Well, if my owner wants to get it, he should go to that link /rtheroll. Put in R the Roll as coupon code, get $5 off.
If you have to.
Tell your owner that's a good idea.
Do it or don't.
Boom. Was that breaking up any? That was like breaking up
A little
an
bit,
audio
yeah.
for me.
Okay.
That was a little weird, right?
It broke up for me. I thought it was me. Good. It's not
Yeah,
me.
I thought it was me too for a second. I'll have to figure that out.
I thought it was me.
Anyways, I hate depressed cats. Get a happy cat if you're gonna get a cat. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like cats.
Right?
Yeah, Garfield is so overrated.
What? Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Wow.
You should bring out Tom Nuki when he's here. Or Tom or whatever.
Yeah,
Is he here?
he might pop in a bit later.
Tanuki.
All right.
He's a good dude.
For anyone else, also remember, I didn't want to say. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Cleach. Thank you.
Got a subscription from Cleach. Thank you.
Ow.
Page. And thank you for your Instagram
Sub
story earlier, which was so nice.
Yeah, check him out. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, KS Tabletop.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say RPG, but that's our music. I'm still depressed cat, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cleese. Yeah, and do check out his site, chaostabletop.com. You can put it in the chat, whatever it is.
Yes, put it in the chat, please.
Hello, Dubst.
Yes.
They're always
AKA
creating
Craig's
actually
brother.
new stuff for you to test play in your own games. So it's super
Yeah,
fun.
talking about Chaos Tabletop, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, remember you get channel points down where you chat into the chats. There's a little button to spend channel points. You get them just for watching. And there's a new channel point today. It's on sale, and if you spend it, it will force Fig/Alpha to what do you call it? Pine over Angelo for a bit.
Force me. Oh,
Ooh.
twist my arm.
Right there.
That's right.
There isn't enough of that already, you know?
Alpha/Fig. Well, someone decided to try to use it already.
Where is Angelo? You know,
As Angelo gets
there's
it up.
just that little gleam in his eyes that I've been missing.
I'm around to here. With a Troskull, I'm always here. You need something? Do you need a sandwich? Or do you want me to just gaze into your eyes?
I'll just gaze.
Sorry, I'm still here. Yeah, it's okay. Just yeah. I'll be back here if you guys need me.
That's going to be an awkward third wheel that seems to always be around when Angelo's around.
Right. Every time. Greyhide is just always there, just watching.
Angelo's always giving secrets to Greyhide. It's weird. So,
hey, there's secrets. I'm not allowed to talk about them.
Last time, in order to roll...
Yeah, I agree.
Let me bring this over here. Our party just started. It started in a fight. Ralph had fallen to Exvim's demonic corruption and put on the gauntlet and attacked the party. The battle was hard fought, but the party was able to take down Ralph and take off the gauntlet. Savra explained that if Greyhide could cleanse the gauntlet of his corruption, perhaps that would be enough to get his powers back. She thinks it is possible in the Undermountain, and that she has a contact who has more information. Meanwhile, Savra realized that Enigma was a vampire. Uh-oh, I can hear myself. Who do I hear myself?
Voices in your head, but
Oh, I hear it from Alpha. I'm gonna mute her for a second since she left. So, anyways, Savra found out Enigma was a vampire and basically told her she could either die or get rid of vampirism. So they went through a ritual with Obaya's help, basically having to kill her anyways in order to res her back as a normal human. So they went through that. It was successful.
highly traumatic.
Highly traumatic, having to try to kill her and watch her turn to a gaseous form and float away. After that, the day was late and everyone went to bed except Fitz. He went to find Felric in his hideout above the city. There he was finally able to make peace with Felric and spent the night with him in Felric's hideout above the city. When they awoke, Fitz told Felric that he was actually a virgin still, and that he had only slept with Elistre in his dreams, his goddess, who gives him his powers. He also told Felric that he wanted to speak to Jarlaxle about Jarlaxle's quest to wipe out the matriarchy. Felric agreed to take him to Jarlaxle.
Another day, because
that is
first,
actually where we left
Felric
off.
accompanied Fitz to come back to the, right, hashtag not a virgin, hashtag not a vampire. First, Felric accompanies Fitz to go back to Troll Skull and help Greyhide get his powers back.
Yeah. So you two went back to Troll Skull. Plus, you would actually have to take some time to set that up with Jarlaxle. He told you on the way back, he would talk to you about that, how you can't just pop in on him. It has to be set up and all that. So that's going to be pending in days future. What is the rest of everybody doing?
Did we all got a long rest? We went to sleep, did we not?
We all got a long rest.
Okay.
In the morning, Enigma is still... Oh, by the way, and geez, I can't believe that. It skipped my mind, even though you directly told me to bring it up right like 1 second before the stream. Enigma is not here today. She has a talk, actually, a conference about about human trafficking and
Yeah,
bringing
she's actually
eyes to it
she's
and stuff.
one of the keynote speakers. She's giving a speech, which is really amazing. So kudos to Jessica.
Yeah, good for her.
Follow her on
Yeah,
Jessica
that's
Chin
impressive.
King on Instagram if you want to follow her. Our wonderful Enigma. So
Yeah.
kudos to her.
Also, Amalia, sorry, I had muted you because when you walked away, it for some reason started echoing, so I unmuted you now in case you were wondering.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so we support her in that, obviously. But yeah, Enigma's tired. She got resurrected the previous day. She's still not up to speed, and she basically tells you that he's not here, but she's gonna take the day off.
Right. Makes
What
sense.
about Fig? Is Fig doing anything in the morning specifically, or is what is Fig doing?
So we're all still at Troll Skull, right?
Yeah.
No, I summoned Patty to have him with me for the day.
Okay. The bird.
And I head downstairs and see what maybe Angela's doing.
Okie dokie. Can't hear you, Mark.
You muted yourself when you walked away.
Oh, thank you. Is Azure Edge on the mantle still?
He's
No.
in my backpack.
Okay, I would like to address him one more time because we're going on a mission. I would like to try and address Azure Edge and see if I could, I've slept on it and I've been thinking, and I would like to make another attempt to see if he can join us on the journey.
Okay.
Should I? So you come talk to me about that? I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I would go to Fig. Fig, could I have another chance humbly to talk to Azure Edge? I think we need his help in this mission, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I'm holding on to him for you. If I give you Azure Edge, could you get Angelo for me?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Hey, Angelo, you mind coming out of the kitchen? What do you want, Greyhide? Oh.
Angelo, I reach into my backpack and I just absentmindly say Greyhide wants to talk to you, and I pass him.
Thank you, Fig. Thank you.
Morning.
All right. So I'll just say
you grab Azure Edge.
Should I keep holding him, or do you want me to just let go?
Well, I probably can't lift it, but I would say leave it here in front of me, and you can talk to. Hello, first human. Thank you for following.
Yeah. Yay,
Oh,
first
hi,
human.
Hello, first
Thank
human.
He
you.
was the first.
The very first
Of
human.
all the humans.
Adam?
Must be very old.
Be Adam. Yeah.
Adam's
Ancient.
He kind of blew it for us, though. Can we? So I'll
Maybe I can make it easier. So I'll pick up Azure Edge and hello.
Hello, Azure Edge.
Yes, Fig. Oh, it's you again.
Yes.
Okay, don't be mad. He just wants. You're still with me. He just wanted to talk.
He is a vile demon worshipper.
No, not anymore. Actually, not anymore. We cleansed
Azure
the
Edge.
demon.
I was tricked into something by a vile creature called Exvim, and I sacrificed everything, and we defeated and we destroyed him, and he will no longer be a menace to us. So I've renounced everything evil, and I've committed myself to nothing but justice, and I wish for nothing but to destroy, to bring justice to the land and destroy evildoers and destroy demons.
Roll
Will
a
you once
persuasion.
again join me?
Oh,
So
sorry.
roll which one?
Persuasion. But he replies immediately, and he says, Exvim, the son of Bane, the god of tyranny.
Yes, that's him. We've defeated him, and from what we've seen, he's probably defeated forever, destroyed.
Okay. You guys know each other?
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Not great.
Oh, I
And
don't have
I'll
the
do a
log up.
lucky because
That's
I'll
an
do
11,
one.
by the way. He rolled since no one can see the logs. I forgot to bring it up.
I'll do a lucky.
There
I'll
it is.
try to roll one more time. Okay, that one's a good one.
20.
I'll stick with that one.
Pretty decent. Azure Edge says, I will let you carry me, but I will be watching.
I understand. I will not let you down. So,
I pass it to Gray.
I will not let you down.
And it immediately weighs down for like
Oh.
1 second and goes, just kidding.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh.
Nothing makes me smile more than a good joke, except for justice.
Did he make a joke?
He made a joke. It's actually quite funny. But there's nothing funny about justice.
Ooh, hi Bridgie.
Hey, Cleage, we saw your Instagram post. Thanks so much for that.
So I'm partly way there. I'm getting my paladination back. I've got my weapon. I've gotten rid of Exvim. There's only one thing left to do. How are you doing, my friend Fitzjeffrey?
Yes, Fitz, you arrived to see this happening. Greyhide finally take the axe and put it away.
Oh,
Azure
good,
Edge.
you're going to be
And you
talking
see-
to your axe again. I'm so happy.
Mwah.
You see Felric
glad-
follow behind him.
Oh, Felric is just was going to join us for the day.
We're all adults here. We know what it means. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
No, what?
Thanks.
What do you
Yeah.
mean adults?
Yeah.
Felric is
It's good.
being told
Angelo.
by Jarlaxle to help us.
Hang on a second. I'll see if I can scare up. What do you want to do? Oh!
Is there another one?
No,
No, I
this
think
one's
you just want-
free. Do you have any of your delicious coffee?
Delicious what?
Coffee.
Oh yes, I can make you a coffee. Should I make coffee for everyone else or just for you?
could we?
Whatever
Yeah,
you like.
I don't.
Two, please.
I don't think
over here.
anybody likes it as much as I do.
Okay, I
Well,
make
no,
it just
but we
for
do
you
though.
then.
We just
Thank you.
Yes, but I'm talking to Fig now, all right, Fitz? Ah!
okay. But can we
Well,
all please have coffee?
I would have
Maybe
liked the
more
coffee,
fun.
but
Right. God.
well,
you're a chef.
there's some instant coffee that I left, and I had a kettle going. It's not quite as good, but it'll do the
Instant
trick.
coffee.
Yeah,
Instant
it's dry,
coffee.
freeze dried. It's this new thing that
Ouch.
this mage in
Oh.
the South Quarter taught me. It uses like liquid nitrogen, and
It looks like someone just poured dirt in some black water.
Horrifying. I
We
absolutely,
don't have that in the woods.
absolutely refuse this.
Well, we do have dirt and black water in the woods where I come from, but never heard of
While
liquid
The
what?
moderator wants a
Nitro-
cappuccino.
Nitrogen.
liquid, it's clearly liquid. While
It
this
sounds
is
important.
while this is going, Fig is sort of mooning over Angelo, and her pack is already
Mhm.
open. Does that give me advantage when I just very casually fish my hand into a pack and look for the little bag with a little rock in it?
No,
Because
I don't know. How distracted is Fig by Angelo?
Angelo's gone. He went to make
Right.
coffee. Hello.
oh, that's right. He's making coffee right now.
Ah,
Extra
Wait till
coffee.
Angelo comes back.
yeah. I noticed that Alpha is looking at me again, and but then I try something. Does anybody have a match? Because I've been feeling a little strange lately. Anybody got matches on them? Anybody have?
You're still coughing,
something
by the
that's-
way. Like every once in a while, you break out and cough. You feel like you
I
have a
haven't-
little
I
bit low energy.
I have a torch
Yeah.
in my bag.
That's a bit
Most people would have
aggressive,
like a
but
tinder box, at least.
Can
I
somebody
have
just?
one.
So the other
Okay.
day, Enigma tried to light me on fire, and I'm just really curious about how far that goes.
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Can we? Can we light a candle? Maybe not a torch. Can we light a candle?
You
It's
can find a
candles,
candle in the
Let's
in the inn.
light a candle. I'm
So-
We'll assume
Alright.
someone
I
has a
don't know.
candle.
Some people want coffee in the morning. Some people want.
You can put your hand over a candle.
I've
Yeah,
got my
so
axe buddy back. I missed you
good.
so. Especially when
Aw.
you amplify my powers and destroy evildoers. Those
So-
are good times.
As you put your hand over the candle, it does hurt and it does damage you. Though not enough to cause any hit points, but not nearly as much as you would expect it to.
Huh. Okay.
Are
Weird.
you okay?
Yeah, and you guys
Well,
just see
uh,
Fitz like put his hand over a candle and is like, ow,
Yeah. That was interesting. Do you ever just hold your fingers over a candle? It's fascinating. Anyway, I
No.
suppose that's all I really wanted. Thanks.
So yeah, Angela will eventually come back with the coffee. Would that be distracting to Fig?
Yes.
I'll wait until.
Now's your chance. Go for it.
Here's your coffee.
All right, I'm going to roll.
It's a
for
sleight of hand.
Thank you.
Sleight of
Angela.
hand.
Mm.
They're sort of doing their thing, and I'm just sort of.
I
I
do
have
a perception
advantage,
check
right?
because Greyhide's not doing much of anything other than just sort of looking at his axe. I would like to do a perception check to see if I notice anything and just be kind of
Yeah.
oblivious
So-
about it.
Both of you can roll perception. Fig, you do it at disadvantage, but Greyhide can do perception too.
I have nothing
Oh, I'm
against
pretty
Italians. I just, find humans deplorable in general, so it's nothing Italian.
That's good. Yes.
I put a little bit of nutmeg in there. You will barely notice it. It gives it the perfect coffee flavor. It's almost like you're in the Swiss Alps. Switzerland is a place near Italy, and Italy is a place in another dimension.
So
I'll give you someday.
she's not here.
She's
Well-
not here.
I will drink
Sorry, my
for
perception
her.
check.
But yeah, so you actually do take it.
I get a
Fig.
15.
Yeah. Alpha does not notice, or Fig does not. I think you're Fig right now, right? Fig does not notice, but Greyhide, you notice him pull out this green stone from her backpack.
So I am going as soon as it's securely and safely out of that. I'm going to quietly, not too quietly, but discreetly, without trying to alert Alpha, say, "Hey, Fitz, what's that?
Oh, what do you mean?
That thing.
What are you talking about? This.
I
I'm
saw
going to
you
put it-
reach into her backpack and pull out some sort of object. Do we need to make a big deal out of this?
yeah.
I just want to know.
What do you
Would I start noticing their cahoots?
Eyes! They're like burning embers! Burning embers glowing in the
Never mind.
moonlight!
I'm going
No, I don't
to.
think you notice.
I'm going to try to do a little bit of a trick here, because I'm a little bit uncomfortable about people realizing that I've spent all night thinking about this rock. So I'm going to roll another sleight of hand, and I'm just going to put the rock in it and pull out the little string with the little beads from that that was dropped when
Okay.
when what's his name, Isabel.
You don't
was
have to roll a
killed
sleight
by-
of hand for that. You don't have to
Ah.
roll a sleight of hand for that. You just it'll use your previous one. You put it in your pocket and pull out the beads.
Wait, so Greyhide doesn't. But Greyhide noticed him.
Greyhide said what he said, which is, "Oh, what's that, Fitz?"
I saw him take something out. And
But
I saw him
I-
clearly reach into your backpack and pull something out.
All right, but
I
you didn't
had
say
the
that. You just
stone in
said,
my
"Oh, what's that,
pocket.
Fitz?"
Yes, I hide the stone in my pocket and I pull the little string with beads on it out of my pocket and I say, "Oh, do you remember when Bane was killing that thing and someone left these beads down and they were terribly dirty, like they had just been pulled out of
I
someone."
remember those beads. Yes.
Right. So I think Alpha. I just want to examine them, and I yes, definitely pulled out of somebody's posterior. And I'm gonna cast detect magic right on them to see if I can get anything about
Okay,
how to use them.
definitely magical. Definitely
Yes.
magical. It's evocation magic, which is usually destructive magic.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, you do that. It's beads are not really my kind of thing. You know, I'm more of a swords and axe kind of man. But good luck with
Sure.
all of that.
Well, I mean, if we could figure out the word to say when we throw these, we could possibly cause an explosion. Right? Would I
Oh.
know that? Is that true?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
Right. In my noble tutelage, would my teachers have covered that? Apparently not.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe if we say some words and throw them, that something cool will happen. So I'm not sure.
You figure throwing them's probably a part of it.
Well, I hope we say something when we throw it. Let's say something really cool. We'll figure it out together, and yeah. So whenever we're ready to blow something up, I can't wait. Just let me know.
Greyhide, we are a partnership, and I respect you infinitely, and would never keep anything from you, and would love you to yell things when I throw these beads.
That means a lot, especially after all the secrets I've kept from you. And you guys have forgiven me, so.
By the way, guys, check out Embryonic Legend. He has his own stream if you're interested. He does war games. I think he was doing a sport today, but I don't know anything about sports.
Right on. Thank you.
Cool.
Sports.
Embryonic, that's
also
also
hand
very
grenade of
accurate
Antioch. From Crowley there.
That's what we'll yell.
Quoting.
That's when we throw it, we'll say,
bless
"Oh,
thy hand grenade."
Oh, Elisare."
Okay, memorizing.
Anywho, now that this has occurred, what's going on next?
Yeah, you got
I'm
off
going to
scot-free.
change-
I totally saw you steal something, and I just right before my eyes, and I totally bought whatever you said. That's how easy it is to fool Greyhide.
Subject change. So, Greyhide, I hear we're going to go get your powers back from the fellow in the underneath the bar, the tavern.
Yeah,
right?
and
The
they
other
said to
tavern.
meet him at the yawning portal, I believe.
Well, shall we?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I'm ready. I'm raring to go right now. Let's head to the yawning portal. So we're actually going in the portal, and we're going into the Undermountain today too.
I think we're going to the
Greatest
Undermountain.
day ever.
I think we're finally
This is
gonna
be the greatest day.
Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Let's go. Alpha.
Alrighty.
Hello. Fig, you coming to the Fig? You joining us?
Angelo
grab
has
your
to go start
bow.
preparing his drinks and his meals for later in the day. Has to go do prep work.
But what's happening?
We're going to the Undermountain. Would you like to join us?
Oh, actually, I would very much like that. We should.
Good.
We need to go talk to Durnan.
Yes,
Alrighty.
that's
Yes.
the one.
And we also need to, while we're down there, maybe we can see what we can find out on Mert, and maybe something
a good idea.
down there might know something about my situation.
Okay.
You mean your
Pointing to my amulet.
Yes. So while we're in the carriage there, I'm actually going to make a very awkward conversation. I'm going to say, "Oh, Felric, you were saying to me."
Wait, are we in the carriage?
Yeah, you can take a coach to.
Okay,
the
I
yawning
first, before we do this, I shift into Alpha.
Okay. You are
Yeah.
now Alpha.
Yes, and Patty is following the carriage.
Okay.
Closely.
The guy's
Is
kind of
Patty
freaked
a-
out by a bear, and you see like the whole coach kind of slightly when Patty gets on, but otherwise it's fine.
While we're in the coach,
Okay.
I'm going to turn to Felric and say, Felric, without, I know it's not my story to tell, but you mentioned had an interaction with a wizard who was red, and
Yes.
yes, well,
Do I hear this?
Alpha? Yes, you're in the trying to like. Our friend Alpha
Delric
also.
looks a little annoyed at you, Fitz, slightly.
Right.
And is yes, a little private, but what about it?
Well, I'm just wondering. Do you know anything about like red wizards and where to find them, how to defeat them? Are they all evil or?
They're from Thay. This one had like a large crooked nose, big white beard coming out the bottom. Mainly kept his hood on, weirdly enough.
Fair. And
It sounds
That
just
would
like
be
the
the
one that
same.
you know about.
Yeah. I'm just not saying anything right now.
We can
He
take
said
him.
his name was Manchun, but I don't know. Manchun's dead. I didn't buy it.
So wasn't Manchun the one who was in charge of the Xanathar or something? Was a guild wizard?
Oh,
not,
yeah,
not the
there's
Xanathar. Zentaurum.
I don't know too much about it. The Zentaurum, there's like a split between them, between like the old Doom Raiders and I think a few of them have gone over with Manchun. They're Manchun suddenly reappearing. I don't know too much about it though. I just know there's a bit of a civil war.
Wow, that
They
sounds
say that he
intense.
hangs out in the Twin Towers next to that Garden Enclave place.
Oh, that Garden Enclave place. I've heard of that.
Yeah, there's
Loves-
like these towers that supposedly no one's been in for centuries, but we said there was a spotting around there of this red wizard in the area. Someone even claimed that they saw him within the force field, but that sounds bonkers.
I'm sorry, but I've met him. What did he do to you?
A little private.
I'm just gonna go.
Well, you brought it up. He held me captive, and I don't have all my memories from that time. And
Yeah, well, the wizards from Thay are assholes, anyways.
well, it's a bit more than that. My life's on the line now.
Yeah. What did he do to you?
He put me on under a geese spell.
What's that?
And other stuff.
You can explain what a geesh is to him if you want, or you can leave it, not explain it.
I kind of look at him. He doesn't seem too forthcoming, I suppose.
No, you can do a sense motive if you want. Not sense motive. God, I'm still stuck in Pathfinder, and it's been so long.
That's fine.
Insight.
Yeah, I got it. Insight, yeah.
Greyhide. Headlong into danger, I'm guessing.
25.
No, mood swing. But
Let me think. Give me a second. I want it to feel organic.
That's allowed.
25. Jesus Christ. You get his whole life story in his eyes. No, you get the impression
Sorry,
that
I lied to you, Azure Edge. I was a jerk, and you took me back.
Azure Edge thunks on the ground. Thunk, thunk. No, I'm joking.
Sorry.
You get the
that's
impression
not
it's
very
highly
manly.
private to him, but not maliciously private. Not like, oh, I'm keeping this from you because I don't want you to know. It's more like, or because of some ulterior motive. It's more like, I just don't want you to know this private thing about my life type thing you get from him. You don't get any impression it would have any effect on your relation to the red wizard or anything like that. He doesn't think there's any effect on that secret that he has. Doesn't seem to have any effect on that, even though you, Amalia, know the secret.
Yes. I stopped talking because, having been there, I know how possibly private it could be.
Alrighty, sounds good.
And then I just kind of give Fitz a dirty look, like,
Absolutely. In fact, you have to give him the finger because Enigma's not here, and someone paid for that.
I am feeling a little bit hurt. I am trying to help everyone share information, and everybody's mad at me. God,
If you just blurt things out all the time.
do not just blur.
Yeah, you
Depends if
I
anybody
do.
uses their channel points or not.
True.
What?
So, what's a channel
What?
point?
I don't know
Oh.
what I just said. That was so
That
weird.
is weird.
The carriage stops. The guy holds out his hand expecting 9 copper. And someone gives him 9 copper.
I
I'm
flip
guessing.
him 6 copper. That's all I got, buddy.
There you go.
Do you know, I
There's
just-
your internal monologue.
I give another 3 copper to the carriage driver. And I say, I'm just really happy that we're all getting along. I mean, Felric, I think it's really great that you're here with us. I'm really excited to have you. And, I know that I shouldn't bring these things up, but I just think that you have all this knowledge about a red wizard, and Alpha knows about a red wizard. And,
Woohoo,
we're
yes,
actually
sir.
really trying to sort out her red wizard situation. So, your information is really, really helpful, and I'm sorry for bringing it up. And you look fantastic as a female human. I just wish you had purple eyes in your human form, because they look great.
Fuwakami Mana. Thank you for Fuwakami Mana. You messed me up. Fuwakami Mana. Thank you for following. For subscribing, not following. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fuwakami.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you go through that. Felric is just like, we walk up to the yawning portal. He has nothing to say. You walk up to the yawning portal, and it's about midday, around noonish. There's not too many people in here. But
Wait, before we go in-
Go ahead.
Sorry, Greyhide. Fitz, before we go, go to the Undermountain. I think we need to tell him.
Yes.
Because he's
About-
well, he's not okay. Greyhide. So didn't mean to keep
Right.
things from you, but like here it is. You were evil, so we had to. But
I understand, yes.
come here,
Uh-huh.
and like I whisper in his ear.
You see a street sweeper go by.
So that's I whisper in Greyhide's ear.
Street sweepers.
Just come here. This is nobody can hear this, but
Blue collar.
Do you know you used to be a farmer, Greyhide? I thought you'd be fine with this sort of menial labor.
Yes.
Internal
That would
monologue.
make sense.
I mean, I'm saying
Bizarre
I think that,
character choice for me to be revolted by street sweepers, yet growing up as a farmer covered in manure. It's not very well thought out, to tell you the truth.
no, I like it. I think it's like
I
you
grab
became a
Greyhide by
paladin.
the
you
shirt and I
left it
pull him down
behind.
towards me. Greyhide,
Let's talk about this more. Let's really hash this out. Maybe
This is
my
important.
loathing of street sweepers is rooted in something deeper,
Ooh.
Maybe the fact that that's probably why I've never felt worthy as a paladin is because I maybe think that my own background of being a farmer is somehow, beneath being a paladin, but I should actually come
Did
back,
someone
Mr.
pay for-
Street Sweeper. Come
Someone
back.
paid for you to do
I'm
an
gonna run
internal
up and
monologue?
hug the street sweeper and tell him that I love him.
A tear.
And you'll suffer a mood swing.
You're the greatest. You are the fabric of Waterdeep. I love all street sweepers and vagrants and all the lowly muck-crawling people. And I will deliver justice. And I've frozen.
And I turn to
wow.
Alpha and say, wow, he's really bouncing the other way back from this whole demon thing, isn't he? It's
Wait,
nice.
is he really
It's
frozen?
nice.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
done.
Well,
Someone's
you
in
missed
the
your
chat.
priority spot in the stream. You lost your priority spot.
Ingvar!
Oh.
That's all right.
All right, because Ingvar has it now, and that's important.
Yeah. The street
I have
sweeper
had
gives
a
you a.
breakthrough. a breakthrough in my character. I no longer loathe vagrants. Thank you, Mr.
Oh.
Street Sweeper. Were you saying something? I probably don't have time to hear it right now because we got to get started with this mission. It's probably not that important.
All right.
Headlong into danger!
He was obviously just in the field ward shoveling manure based on, you know, the smell of him. But yeah, you walk back to the group.
I love the smell of manure now. That's who I am.
You know,
thank you for
Greyhide,
bringing that to the
this is evil.
surface, Fitz.
Yes. You've clearly come right back to the side of good, which is fantastic. And leads into Alpha's next point. I mean, Alpha, if you...
Oh, are we still on that?
Do you really think we need to... Do we need to talk about it now? I mean, I don't know if we can bring it up.
I felt before going into the Undermountain.
Oh, so...
Well-
oh, yeah, you were going to say something.
Greyhide, do you remember the Rock of Sister Finding? That helped us find
it
your
helped
sister?
I love that rock. It helped me find my sister. It's another
Well-
thing I owe you for.
Even better news, it's actually a rock of everything finding.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
For a lot of things.
Is
So we could
Felric
use it
still
to
around?
find...
Yeah, Felric is there with you. He's like, oh, you got a rock that can find things.
I
Oh,
just
that's
don't
shit.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great. We
Yeah.
can use it to help
There
us
we go.
find my...
Never mind.
help us on this
Never.
next
I just
quest.
like, you know what? I just head inside.
Yes.
I'm like, forget it.
All right.
Well, we're going to
I-
use this rock of never everything finding a lot. I think. Can I
think
see
so
it?
too.
We're
It's
good.
in
I'm
Alpha's pack,
Oh.
but we'll
Sure.
when we need to find something, we'll figure it out. You know, she likes to hold on to these things. You know her; she's a bit troll freak-y. You know.
I was going to say,
sometimes.
but you know, she's wonderful. She's
You head into the yawning portal, Alpha, and you immediately hear this argument going on. You see, sorry, one second. You see, I can't remember his name. What's the bartender's name?
There's
Okay,
remember. Durnan,
Humbert.
thank you. Durnan. You see Durnan there. He's just watching it from the bar, wiping a mug that he's always wiping. The rest of the inn's
What was
pretty
the
much
same
empty.
mug?
But on the side of the inn, you see this dwarf and this halfling in this engaged in some argument here. The halfling says, "Look, I'm not here for you, and I don't know. I don't want to talk to you about this. I told you what I know about the Undermountain, or what I'm going to tell you. So you go on your way."
Humbert, stop holding out on me. Otherwise, warts, man, warts in the stories. That's how they'll remember you. Now,
And this is the dwarf talking. He was the dwarf talking
Right.
to the halfling.
guys. Are they in here
Look,
yet?
those are the people I'm supposed to meet. Yeah, come save me from this imbecile.
We're inside now. Oh, hello.
Yeah, the rest of
Halfling
you can
and
hear this.
Dwarf. Nice to meet you, fellows.
What are you guys arguing about? What's happening?
I require an expert crew to embark upon a quest. Most important quest. Something truly epic. For you see, I am creating a ballad. A ballad to be remembered and passed down through my people generations to come. And hence, Humbert here is supposed to get me a crew, but he's been holding out on me. None are available. No one's heading into Undermountain. Lies, I say.
You have to seduce the next NPC.
Oh wow. Oh my god, you guys, he's got a quest for us. He wants an expert crew. We could be in a song. I've always wanted to be in a song. I used to love songs when I was a child, and I really want to do a song. Can we
Yes,
Song
yes,
about
take them out my
Greyhide?
hands.
We already have a.
we can do
Well, we're
we can
doing
do
a quest
both.
right now. Can we do them both at the same time?
Well,
I'm going
You have a quest. Yes, excellent. Tell me about this quest.
Well, you see, Mr. Dwarf, we are
We haven't
the
even know him.
most excellent crew that you will ever find in Waterdeep, and you are a stunning and extremely fine-looking piece of woven architecture.
Oh, well,
And I
thank you.
roll to se-
You
And
don't
I
technically
roll
have
to
to roll to
seduce.
seduce against another player.
I am Lord Brighthelm, but should we be colleagues in the near future, you may refer to me as Ingvar.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Bright
Well,
hell.
it is
Bright hell.
your
Do you
guidance, Ingvar.
guys okay, do you have any
What?
money? Does he have any money?
Are you asking, will I be paying you?
Yes.
Oh,
I see. Employees.
I don't mind her. She's
This is possible. However, you understand your status in the story will be relegated to henchfolk. By this definition, of course. If I'm hiring you for this quest, I was thinking more along the lines of accompanying you on your valiant, epic, and important quest that it may be chronicled. You see, it's very important to have relatable characters, and, well, humans are very relatable to other humans. They don't
So a half
understand.
dark elf. Very relatable.
It is 2 humans right now.
Yes, part elf. That's just enough elf. That will do nicely. I mean,
That's right.
you don't want too much elf.
Okay, so I heard a lot of blah
Insane.
blah. The money. If we're
No,
gonna do this,
Can we bring him Alpha? He's going to come with us while we get Greyhide's powers back, and he's just going to tell our story. He's going to put us in a song. It's like
Greyhide's powers.
bringing-
Listen, I
Quest
get
for-
paladinized again,
we don't
and then we
even
get a
know
song.
who he is. Oh my goodness.
well,
His name
we
is
don't.
Ingvar,
We
bright
don't-
elf.
He's clearly a
And we need
Redemption.
some
bard.
muscle.
This is perfect. This is exactly the kind of story that
No.
people will understand. The failures of a human, overcoming those failures, and remaining human.
Yes,
Perfect.
that's exact. Oh, I actually think that would make a tremendous stage play. I've kind of dabbled in the theater a little bit back in Paladin school, and someday I would like to put on a stage play. Once I'm more of an established paladin, and
Call
have
me
a-
Ingvar, my friend. This ballad is a requirement of my people, but the eventual purpose is to transform this into interpretive dance. That is how it shall be
Goodness.
represented in its
Yeah.
truest form.
I used to
I like
love
the
watching
theater
him
and I like
dance.
music, but I draw the line at interpretive dance. I was dragged to one of those in college, and it was just a little. It's just not Greyhide. I'm sorry, but
Okay, some
song
of us
I'm down
don't
for.
mind being referred to as henchmen in stories about the money.
I see. It's really an important point here. Well, as you may or may not know, I, Lord Brighthelm, am a quite capable swordsman and fully capable of carrying my own weight and that of others. I mean, you're half an elf, so obviously, as a dwarf, I would have to carry your other half. I mean,
Well, I don't know about that. Although I admit, and I'm just going to stroke a single hand along his bicep, I admit that I can tell these are the arms of an expert swordsman.
well, I studied classical fencing in the Ironmaster Academy. I was then sent to Hundlestone as my attempt to adapt interpretive dance into combat was not appreciated. Philistines.
Philistines, they don't understand the arts. They don't understand the passion.
You guys
So-
are gonna insist we bring him along, aren't you?
I offer
So-
my considerable services to this quest of redemption, and I will immortalize you in song, as the ballad will first be printed for my people.
So
Before
now that this stupid conversation is finished, can I give you the information that I was supposed to deliver to you?
yes,
Please.
please, we need this information.
Internal monologue. But
Yes, please go ahead, little halfling, because, you know, we are going to dive into that under mountain like we are just diving into the heart of a most beautiful under mountain you've ever seen, and this bard is going to come with us and tell us stories, and we're going to be famous in all kinds of nations, and everybody will know the names of Fitzjoffrey and them, and it'll be great. Please tell us your information.
yes, well, from what I know and talk to Sarvra, what you need is what is referred to as the Pool of Disenchantment. It is In the
Oh.
first level of the Undermountain, in what we refer to as the dungeon level of the Undermountain.
Huh.
I have these maps here, and this, by the way, his halfling seems to have like kind of a black overcoat with a full brown beard and hair with slightly graying. Underneath his overcoat, when he opens it, you see leather armor, but you also see some rolled up paper and a dagger. And he pulls out one of the
insight check on
rolled
this
paper.
guy.
Go for it. What are you looking for, though? You looking for
Just-
lying or?
What on earth? Wow.
Wow.
Oh, just seeing if he's if he's withholding.
I'll say with a
anything
natural 20.
trustworthy.
You get the impression that he actually really wants you to go. It's actually kind of an act that he's acting like he doesn't want you here, and he really does. He really is into this and into the Undermountain.
All right.
Uh,
So I kind of look at him and I'm like, "What do you want? Enough of your little games."
Oh,
Are you
that's
talking
a
to
little
me?
Rude.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
what do you mean? I was asked by Savra to bring this
Yes,
information to
yes.
you. Something about cleansing an item of evil influence or something. And I told her that
Right.
this pool of disenchantment would be the best way to do it.
And so why are you such in a hurry for us to go? What do you want?
Well, didn't Sabra send him to help us? That's my understanding.
Yeah, but there's something else about this guy. Trust me.
I don't know.
Well, he did give me
I
the runaround
I need
for
to get
3 days.
re-paladinized, and even if like we've got these maps, and we also got this stone of finding anything we want, and I blurt this out for everyone to hear. By the way,
He made it
Stone
go.
of finding. Ah,
Stone of Finding.
probably
The
a
stone
dwarven
finding
artifact.
anything we want is what it's actually called.
That could
Is that
be
right?
Well-
Is that right?
Not everything. It's more of a stone of general compassery, you know. But it is useful, especially with
For
siblings.
finding
It's-
sisters, and it probably is going to help
Yes.
us find this. But we'll take the maps. Thank you so much. You guys know how to read these?
Well,
Mr.
this,
Dwarf,
Yeah.
you know how
as
to
I
read
was
maps?
saying, this pool of disenchantment is well known to those who know what to look for. It's in the Undermountain. I have this map, and he rolls it out, and he kind of keeps giving you a sidelong look. Alpha, a sidelong
I'm
look.
just staring at him. Eyes are
And-
not off of him.
And
Classic
it looks like
stare
what
down.
you see is a map that looks like a general layout of some tunnels. They're not all scrawled in, and like it's almost like a map in progress. And you see actually almost wet ink that was added to it recently, of like this line, this dotted line of going through the tunnels and ending up in a place where there's marked by an X. And he says, "I am pretty sure it is right here where this X is on this map. But you know, the Undermountain is not the place to be trifled with. It could be dangerous, and sometimes passageways just collapse, and new ones are formed due to crumbling walls and the like."
Is there an accurate scale on this map? You understand that underground, distances are extremely important when deciding if a passageway connects to another.
This
You know,
has
I would
a-
have
we
never
should
thought
keep
of
them.
asking that question ever.
Go ahead and
right,
roll
wow.
a investigation, and you can roll it with advantage if you want, since given your dwarven upbringing and where you grew up.
Ooh, where did he grow up?
He actually told you.
Right, I knew that. See, Alpha, he's good. He knows these things. He's going to be useful. It's helpful.
A
Can we
19.
keep him?
You're
I'm ignoring
actually
kids and I'm still paying attention to this little.
you're actually
thing.
pretty impressed with the map itself. The map seems well made, accurate from what you can tell. Especially with some of the finer details of the curves and the tunnels and stuff like that. It's not just random curves like someone has an unsteady hand. It looks like it's just trying to be accurate. You do notice with a 19 that the dotted line doesn't look like the same hand that probably drew the map. In case that matters.
Ooh.
recent additions to the map, I see. There was an expert hand that originally crafted this map, and then there was some updates done by someone else much more recently. I can't assure the veracity of the updates. Umbert, do you care to comment? This would be a key detail if you were to consider your mission complete. Otherwise, this Savra might consider that you have misinformed these people, hence leading them astray. That would be the opposite of your intent, would it not? Yes?
Yes, you have to understand, I have a reputation to keep here, and
I take
this
my
map...
knife out. I knew it.
Oh, I
Spill
thought you
it.
point out the knife.
Yeah, Alpha, why are you pulling out a knife? He's
Humans do everything
Trying to
very
help.
quickly. Slow down. We get to the threatening if he tells us he has tampered with the map. I believe he was about to say that he...
I have, you see, a reputation to keep, and usually I draw my own maps, but this one I did not. This one I actually bought off of a merchant in the trades ward. And I admit I did not want you to know that. But I assume it is accurate from the bit of cross-referencing I'm doing. It seems to be accurate. I will admit this map has a better skill than my hand can create.
It's high quality.
Do you know, Mr.
It was actually quite expensive, by the way. I spent 50 gold on this map.
Well, that's how you know it's worthwhile. Do you know, it sounds like you could actually use a little bit of help from a pair
My
of
knife.
set of adventurers who could perhaps help you fill in these maps a little bit, would you say?
Yes, roll persuasion. This has to be a rarity, a persuasion that's not seducing for bits.
Yeah, I lean in a little bit, and I make very direct eye contact just to make it.
You do the
seductive.
eyebrows,
21.
I can't do it. The eyebrows go up and down.
Yes, perhaps
how
you
come
could
I don't
use
see
our
it?
help. 21.
What did you roll? It's not showing up on my log.
Total
There it
21.
is. 21. Oh. Yes, well, put in your stupid conversation that you had before, I tell you what, if you can keep me safe, I will pay all of you. How many are you? The 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pay you each 100 gold if I can follow behind and update the map as we go.
Pay us each
Well,
100
Alpha,
gold.
with that.
Headlong into danger.
He's actually offering money. He can come.
Yes, so we're getting paid to go headlong into danger when ordinarily we would have gone for
And,
free.
wait a minute. Can you fight?
Don't say the free part.
No, I am no good in the fight. I mean, I have the
Right.
dagger here, but no, I prefer not to
Okay.
fight.
Well, then everything takes care of itself. You see, I can ensure the safety of your payment.
Can we make it? That's a
perfect.
little extra work there. 150.
Roll a persuasion.
I agree the lady makes a good point. Not only is it a question of protecting you, but in the future, your maps and information will be more valuable since you can charge more. This is an investment, good sir. The lady has a point.
Do you want to give advantage, or do you want to roll persuasion too?
I think that.
Well, I am really good at persuasion, so I would roll myself.
Sounds like a plan.
He's very persuasive. I'm already persuasive. I lean into
You
Greyhide
are very
and
good
I
at
say,
persuasion.
He's persuasive, isn't he?
Yes.
That's a freaking +9.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn bards. Yeah, so he says, you make a good point. 150, absolutely. And Ingvar gets inspiration at some point, so you can add a D8 to any of your rolls you want to do at any point. And Greyhide suffers a mood swing.
I'm getting so bored with all this talking. I want to go back into adventure and swing my axe around. This is taking too long. I want to go into the Undermountain.
Do you jump in?
I
do.
I want to. We should talk to Durden first. He's been there. We should ask. I go talk to Durden.
Hey,
I'll meet
Flaming
up.
Turtles. Thank you for rating us.
Hey.
Hello,
I'll
Flaming
meet up with you
Turtles
guys.
people.
Go check out Flaming Turtles. Whoever, I'm not sure. I don't remember the stream, but go check them out. They're probably worth it.
Thank you,
And thank you for
Turtles.
following Flaming Turtles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you put in the chat what your stream's about, I'll pull up out on the screen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ingvar
So
gets a
We're all agreed. We have our group. We have our objective. We have our payment. Into the Undermountain.
I will.
Into the Undermount.
Maybe Durnan, we haven't. He's been there. We should possibly ask if he has any.
Durnan has actually been listening,
Recommendations.
just watching from his place, because the place isn't very loud, even though I'm playing tavern music. And he says, you can take the pulley system down into the well. It's 1 gold each.
Any other advice for us? You've been down there.
Yes.
Good question.
Summoning magic doesn't really work down there. Watch out for that. Also, scrying and other divination magic doesn't work down there either, I've found. In fact, any magic can be a little weird down there.
Magic
as long
is
as I
weird
can
down
wield
there.
my axe.
Hey, Typhonus
Typhonius
Starheart.
Starheart.
Yes, got it. Thank you.
Aha!
Aha!
Tibonius.
Is
Typhonius.
by any chance is 3 strings around?
No, you don't see 3 strings.
Okay.
Is there any way to overcome this magical limitation? As I do have some arts myself. I dabble, really.
See, he's
but
got magic too. He's great.
Well, most magic will work. You just have
Who's down
to.
there?
Sometimes it might not.
I was more concerned about our Stone of Finding. You see, it sounds like a divination art, and you specifically mentioned that those are untrustworthy.
Stone of
True,
Finding, you say? That sounds
Yes, it's
familiar.
Well, thank you very much. 1 gold, you said?
Yes, 1 gold.
Great.
None of this 9 copper crap.
All right, 1 gold it is.
Right.
Yoink.
All right, everybody can spend a gold.
everybody spend a
Ingvar, I
gold.
assume you have enough. I don't think we talked about how much gold you'd have, but we'll assume you have enough.
Does he have enough, or does he awkwardly look at us and one of us has to pay for him?
That will be Fitz.
That'd be funny.
I can take care of myself. Do not worry.
Cool.
I am well equipped in all things travel related. When I left Hundlestone upon the great work of the ballad, my people saw to it that I would be well provided for, that I could return in due time. Unfortunately, the ballad quest was given to me right before the first premiere that I was going to launch in Hundlestone. Such timing.
Right.
You know, I think it's wonderful how appreciative your people of Huddlestone are of your passion for your artwork.
Oh, no. The
It's
people
wonderful.
of Hundlestone are not my people. I'm from Ironmaster. Hundlestone is the city that we built near Ironmaster. That way, non-dwarves are allowed to enjoy civilization. So we have another city for the rest of you folk. I was the foreign emissary for Hundlemaster, for Hundlestone. Until my, epic quest began.
I see.
Oh, good. Well, that's fantastic.
Wow. That's good.
Greyhide.
No, about
Headlong into danger.
Dwarf Town.
That's your cue.
But, all of that aside, I think it's time to go headlong into danger. And without further ado, I leap into the portal.
All right. You leap, you grab the rope with the pulley system that goes down, and you hear it unraveling as it's going down.
Oh, I grabbed the other side of the rope. You need to be balanced.
Do we all have to?
No,
like?
you can just-
how does this?
It's made to work fine, so all of you can just kind of go down. It's a good 100-foot descend into darkness as it goes down.
Headlong into darkness.
There is no light down there, so Greyhide, eventually you actually become blind just from the lack of light as you go down.
Can't see. And I can't use my paladin powers to illuminate things.
That is correct.
I hiss echoing up and I say, "Don't worry, Greyhide, and I fire my dancing lights down into the tunnel in
Okay.
front of him. so he can see a little.
Beautiful, full. I'm no longer.
You're welcome,
free,
welcome,
free.
welcome.
It takes about it takes a good minute to descend the 140 feet.
Cool. That's pretty fast.
You get down there, and all of you eventually make it down, and you look around. All around you, you see stone walls, anciently cut, with different shields. Looks like all shields have like some type of symbol on them, decorating the walls. The tunnel itself branches out in two directions, but along the walls you have these shields. Many of them kind of half broken. Many of them are somewhat intact with cobwebs, but they all seem to have some type of symbol on them. But
I
eventually,
cast a quick detect magic to see if there's any magic on these shields.
you look around with your detect magic, and you don't see any.
Very good. They're not magic shields, guys.
You see all around you down here. You concentrate. And you see a faint, just like filament of magic everywhere. But it's very faint.
That is concerning. So I
Very
would take
good.
out my rapier to have it at the ready and approach one of the shields to examine the heraldry to see if I can identify what house or group it's.
Sure. Roll a history.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask. Just logistic question: was Patty able to grab that pulley too?
Great.
Barely.
Or could I have put him in my sack of holding momentarily while we descend?
Oh man, I don't think he'll fit through the entryway to the sack.
Chasm.
You could probably rig something up. Roll a survival.
Okay, so I just felt like logistically this was maybe a thing. That I had
Concern,
to-
yes.
That he's maybe not just there because he's a giant bear and.
Yes, you recognize many houses, noble houses, on these shields, and that's what they all seem to be: is different noble houses. Some from ages past, some from still in the past, but not maybe a couple hundred years ago to thousands of years ago.
What do I roll?
Hall
Sorry?
of Heroes. Survival.
Survival, yeah.
Oh, survival. Thank you.
Usually rope work is survival.
Can I roll a perception to see if there's any that I recognize? Perhaps neighboring families from the small town where my grandfather's lordship is. Perhaps anyone I
You can
know.
roll perception if you want. That's persuasion, by the way.
Right,
Unless you're
wrong
going to
one.
persuade it out of the shields.
Hey, listen, shields.
You got something working with your bear. You're not sure if it would make it all the way down. It is kind of iffy. You can try it if you want.
Okay, Patty, if something happens, I'm sorry. Okay, but I think you'll be okay. So
All right.
I just sort of kind of put him into my sack of holding as much as I can fit of him. Tie a rope
Okay.
to make sure he doesn't fall out, and sort of swing him
Put
over
like
my
his
back.
leg in the sack of holding and like tie it on his leg.
Yeah, it's a little bit around the leg, and it's just hopefully not for very long.
All right, roll a d20. Just straight
Here we-
d20.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh no.
With that perception, you don't notice any actually, and what Ingvar found
Nobody
out
I
is
know.
most of these are older than living nobilities.
Did they seem to be in any particular region or grouping, like all elves, all humans?
With your roll, no, not really. You get different ones from different places. You're not sure why they're all kind of congregate in this one place.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. The fact that this recognizes noble houses from all different regions and races.
11.
Almost
it's
like it was
probably like-
Netherese.
Huh.
So
I don't know
you
what
go
that
down
word
with.
means,
Go ahead.
but it's.
can go.
I bet it's just a thing. On whoever dies, they just hang up the shield. It's like a little, memento thing.
Joffrey.
Internal monologue. But before you do the internal monologue, you're going down with your bear down the well. You're going above the bear slightly. When
Yes.
about about 60% of the way through, more than halfway through, you notice the rope is starting to unravel and untie, and you see your bear slowly, Patty, slowly kind of slipping out of the little harness you tried to make for him.
Okay, I'm trying to like reach for his paw. I'm like, hold on,
Okay.
it's too much longer.
Do we
Roll
go down one at a
athletics or
time?
acrobatics, one of those. Whatever, in this case, whatever you want. This is more of your ability to balance and get in position to do this type of thing.
Yes, acrobatics it is.
Okay.
this is a
Yeah,
key.
you're able to get in position, holding onto the rope with him and grabbing a hold of his paw. Roy, eventually,
Sorry, buddy.
about 75% of the way through, the harness just kind of slips off. Roll in athletics.
Oh no!
No acrobatics on this one. This is raw strength, just trying to hold on to your bear as you descend down the hole.
Both hands with my legs strapped around him. I roll a 12 with my teeny toes, trying to hold on to the end.
Never skip leg day.
Yeah,
So, well, this-
you do make it most of the way through. It looks like there's about 30 feet left when the paw just completely slips. We'll say
So-
this was part of kind of later, and Greyhide and Fitz and Ingvar, you guys are down there, and you see what seems to be it's raining bears down here.
So I'm looking at the shields. I'm looking at the shields and I'm going, oh my god, look at all these noble families. Each one is from somebody who died. Oh my god, we're gonna die, aren't we? Oh my god, Felric's gonna die. I don't want Felric to die. I don't want me to die. I want to be a great adventurer. Is this really worth? Oh my god, it's raining bears. If only my amulet had some sort of spell that could help me stop a giant flaming bear. And I send out my amulet, hears me, and the magic of the goddess shoots out a mage hand to try and shove up
Well,
under
before
the
you do
bear's
that, I want you to
bottom.
know Mage Hand can
Catch
hold
it.
10 pounds of weight.
He's a little heavier, I promise.
I'm going to get out of the way of the falling bear. I don't have any powers.
Does that do
Brilliant! I add a mage hand.
You both have Mage Hand.
It's 20 pounds lighter?
It
One
doesn't
with
make a
that
huge
bear.
difference.
That bear's going to take some damage.
But
It's a raining bear.
Oh,
You had a song about
wow.
raining bears, Ingvar.
Oh no.
I rolled almost max damage.
Oh.
Your bear
Can
takes
it be-
20 points of bludgeoning damage as he
Holy.
descends and it's
Can it
still
be
alive.
slightly
Oh,
less because of
Yeah,
the
yes.
Patty,
mage-
no!
I think his armor class. I think he's like 25. I think that's his max hit point.
Okay.
Hold on, where's my
So
sheet?
he's still alive, but he looks bad. He probably has some broken ribs.
Is it not
And I
slightly
can't
more?
lay on hands because I'm not a paladin, so you're kind of screwed, bear.
Thankfully, Fitz and I managed to save its life.
Right. Probably would have
do-
died
yeah.
if it was
Probably, yeah. I think
Anyway,
that made a little
yeah.
bit of difference.
I
Well,
do have a little potion. We do have a little potion left, don't we?
Well, I think that magical things like that should be kept for emergencies. I will contribute my considerable efforts to this. Let it not be said that I did not pull my weight and equal my value in coin. As I speak words of power.
Thank you for Patty.
You doing healing word or you just
Yeah,
saying
that's-
that? Oh, okay.
it's literally the best I've got for.
Oh my, you did a level 3 healing word.
Ooh.
Well, Patty looks really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patty seems to you hear some ribs pop back into place and he seems to kind of get up and shake it off a bit as he gets 10 hit points back.
Thank
Ingvar,
you.
you are incredibly useful.
Like I said, many trades and skills, a little bit of everything in passing on my way.
Patty.
Eventually, Felric and Umbert both meet you down there as well. And Umbert says, yes, so it is this, so follow me. And he's basically has his map out, walking forward down one of
I-
the passageways.
So
is
I
there
would
any
walk
light
ahead of
now
him.
or no light?
You walk ahead of him. Okay, so what is the marching order here that you guys are going in?
I will go right after Ingvar because I'm going to keep the dancing lights sort of keeping a vague ambience along the tunnel.
Okay,
I stand at the back.
the back. Okay.
And I'll be in the middle. I'll be behind Joffrey. Because I'm a lowly non-paladin. I'm a fighter with a really cool axe.
All right.
We're doing this for you, Greyhide. We're here just for you.
Humbert
I'm
is
assuming-
definitely willing to let you guys go in the front. He's perfectly fine with that.
He can be the
Felric's
rump
probably
of the
walking
group.
beside me.
Yeah, Felric can be beside you. That's where you want him.
I'm so excited that we're finally in the Undermountain. We've been talking about this for a while. You know, we need to
ceilings
cherish
are-
these moments.
Yeah. These passageways seem to be around 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall. It looks like old cut stone wherever you go. Many parts of the dungeon seem to actually be collapsed as you're going by. You run past many fallen walls, having to step over long settled rubble, some of it seemingly more recent than Ingvar will be able to tell you some of it's more recent than others based on his knowledge of stone. Each intersection...
Perception check
go
after
ahead.
when you're done. Yeah, just to see if there's anything that stands out more than
Okay.
all
Each
this.
intersection, Umbar looks at his map and decides to go one way. With
Well-
a 20, go ahead.
Yep. After.
Okay, with a 20, you don't really, nothing really stands out that catches your eye really. You do notice that the walls are often crumbled, but there's usually not like another passage behind the wall or something. It's just stone behind the crumbled walls.
Okay.
While we're walking, Fitz is going to have a sudden, very intense thought, and he's just going to slip his hand into his pocket and gently touch the stone of galore through the bag so that he's not actually holding it, so that hopefully he won't be tempted to like grab it and not let go anymore. But he gives it a gentle touch with his finger. Hello, Stone, are you around? Stoney? Glory? What do I call you, brother?
Everything. I am Galore. You will
Right.
call me Galore. I am older than humanity itself. I am older than the race of elves.
Right, you mentioned that, and I am very, very impressed. Glow, we're on our way to this pool of magic dispelling, right? You're aware of we're on our way there, right? You're aware of that?
Greyhide.
Mood swing.
It's getting kind of dark and claustrophobic in here. Without my paladin powers, I'm a little bit worried. You guys have got my back if things go sideways, right? I'm a little
Oh, of
afraid.
course, I will chronicle this every step of the way. No matter what terrors befall you, I will take note.
Great, so if I get torn to pieces, you will write a story about me. That makes me feel a little better. Thank you.
Yes. You have your axe, Greyhide. He trusts you.
Yes, that's true. Thank you.
And if we die, Greyhide, what death would be better than to go down in the song of Ingvar's people as heroes for immortality?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to die. But I will not
Yeah.
die today. We're
Is
gonna get
this
through
the
this.
question you wish to ask me?
Oh, no, not at all. Sorry. I mean, nothing. Sorry, guys. Just, and then I go back to talking in my head, and I say, the spell on Felric, would that also be dispelled if he went into this pool of magic that we're going to, would that stop him? Would that reverse it?
Is this the question you wish to ask me?
Yes, please. Quite curious.
All things come to an end. All magic comes to an end. There is always a way to cleanse the body of any magic. A pool such as this would dispel any polymorph that was cast.
Huh. Would it also take away a Geesh spell? Would it do that as well?
Is this the question you wish to ask?
Yes.
Question.
This is the other question I wish to ask.
A Geesh spell is bound by 2 points, not 1. It is unlikely that it would dispel.
Got it. All right, well, Galore, thank you very much. We will talk about your eventual liberation later, but thanks again, and we'll keep in touch. Ta-ta.
You can put me in it as well, and that may free me.
Oh wow, that's really neat, and I take my hand off of it because I feel a very, very bad idea.
Alrighty.
Whew.
Meanwhile, we're just walking. Like, there's no.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong here.
Yeah.
I'm humming a song, imagining what the song of my death would be like. And Greyhide fell. No, that's good. But
I'm just
humming
petting
along.
Patty.
Fell valiantly. Let's add in valiantly.
Oh,
Yes.
that is how I would fall. Painfully, valiantly, with gore and entrails and bile.
That does
Eventually-
usually accompany death.
Yes, it is a good death.
You eventually that's a really negative view. A lot of people die of old age.
That's so lame.
Yeah, that's
If
not
you're
as much
lame, you
fun.
die of old age.
That's right, death by adventure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Eventually
Death
you
by
pass.
danger.
Well, I suppose if you live for 500 years, it's much more likely you die horribly. But eventually you pass
point.
a long stretch where you see a wall collapsed on the side. But it seems to lead to a hallway that's not on the map. This case, it's not just stone behind it. You actually see it goes forth more cobweb than these tunnels you're going through. But it looks like it was a collapsed wall that opened it
Ooh.
up. You come
But
to
look, there's
Inspect the stonework to see if there's a significant difference to identify who made this new passage, or at least the stonework of the original construction.
Yeah, this is a hard roll. Go ahead and roll a investigation though, and you can do it with advantage because of
The
your
stone.
upbringing. Yeah.
Hey guys, can we go in there? Amber, look. You can add it to your map. Let's go see. We'll be very, very quiet. Very, very sneaky.
I will say.
I'm just going.
Go ahead.
I just want to roll a perception to see what's in there with my dark vision.
Okay. With a 19, you can look at the stone. It was recent, from what you can tell. And perhaps it looks like it may have been forced by some entity or someone. With the 19, you can't quite get what type of thing did it, but you do notice that it looks like something non-human. You know that if it was just something with some hands, you would have seen it get pushed through at specific points of the stone. You'd be able to identify, okay, these were the weak points that they pushed. But you don't see anything like that.
Something didn't break out.
Yes, something seems to have broke it from the inside into the tunnel.
I see.
And it looks like it actually was kind of, must have been some type of like bigger force, not just like two hands, but like something big that could push a lot at once.
Alpha, could you see if there are any fresh, large tracks in the region? Something pushed these stones apart and entered the tunnel we're currently in from this tunnel.
That would be a survival
Well,
if you want to do it.
That's terrifying.
But we all. Let me see. We also have.
Also, I
also
have no idea what's in there.
So I can look at the
Roll a
cracks. I'll roll a survival, but we also have a. Sorry, that's 21.
Yeah, you look around almost after Ingvar asking you almost expect to find some tracks, but you don't find any actually. You see the tracks that you came in on. You see some ancient tracks that seem to be humanoid in this tunnel, but they could have been years ago.
Fitz, you still have the wand.
What? Oh, the Wand of Secrets. Yes.
Yes.
Should we use it? For what? What are we doing with it?
Well, we're trying to see if there's maybe anything beyond what we see.
I mean, sure. I take out the Wand of Secrets, and I hand it to Alpha because I'm personally a little confused by what we're doing with it. So yeah, go for it.
So I tap the wall.
Okay. You just shake it, and you'll hear a corresponding noise wherever there's like some type of trap or secret door. And so you shake it, and you wait. You don't hear anything.
But I don't think there's anything here, and I couldn't really tell anything from the cracks. So
Eventually, you hear. I keep forgetting his name, even though I made up the name. Umber. You eventually hear Umber a bit. He kept going forward a little bit, and he says, "This is not so good. The way forward is collapsed up here.
Oh dear.
The map says to go this way, and it's collapsed."
Are there any other visible ways forward that are not on the map?
I point to the new passage.
Let's go down this new passage. Without thinking a lot about it, I say headlong into danger.
At the very least, whatever came through here left going the other way, so we should be fine.
This is immutable logic. I am totally on board with this plan. Hey, Amma, let's write this down. Let's go this way. What do you say?
I put the wand back in my backpack.
I mean, we're adding to the map anyway.
Roll a perception for Alpha, since you've been in the back. Also, if you're going to take this passageway, go ahead.
Patty could have dug through. Oh, 23, nice.
It's a little weird, but you hear some flapping of wings behind you sometimes.
Huh.
I light my torch. I take a torch out of my pack and I light it to see. Do I see my raven?
Yep, your raven seems to be following around, sometimes walking, sometimes trying to flap forward
Thank you,
a bit
Uncle.
and continue walking.
And okay, I kind of I clock that and I walk up. I walk up to Felwick.
Just that?
Yeah, just ask Felwick. During your time with our red common person, notice any birds or anything following you around or anything like that?
That's random. No.
I have memory lost from that time, and I have these glimpses. So I'm just trying to put pieces together here. Never mind. I just go back to the pack.
Okay. So yeah, you whoever is going to try to head up, you go through this alternative path. Whoever's going to try to head up doing this needs to roll a survival on trying to navigate down here. That's not on the map, and still trying to head towards where you need to go. That is on the map.
All right, who wants to do?
Whoa.
I probably shouldn't
survival's-
be leading the way.
My survival's pretty decent.
Right, Alpha,
two
you're
people
good
can
at
do
this.
it.
Why don't you come up here, Alpha? And I'll just gently push my dancing lights into the new
Okay.
tunnel so
20
that they show us things.
Guys, I think it's
Okay.
this way.
And you're gonna roll too, Ingvar,
No, I'm saying that I'm not. This is
Oh, you're not.
one of
Oh,
my
okay.
skills. I
Yeah.
have many
I'm
skills.
guys.
This is not one of them.
I think it's this way.
You come to. You are able to go through this passageway, and you go into it. This place seems like it hasn't been walked for a long time, whereas before it was actually somewhat dry and arid, even though it's underground. This one becomes more damp and moist. You can feel a bit of a slimy film on the wall sometimes. There's a lot of cobwebs. Fitz is still coughing sometimes.
For my cough.
And eventually,
God.
But Greyhide's not gonna like this.
you come to a wall, and you're pretty sure this wall might get you back on the path. Actually, you're able to break through it with somehow. It doesn't matter. You just get the bear, and the wall collapses into what seems to be a hallway. And Umber is made like, yes. I mean, yes. This is exactly where the map left off.
Well done.
You
Alpha.
are surprisingly good at this, Alpha.
Right. I spent some time in. Never
Very
mind.
nice. Oh.
He didn't seem to write the. Actually, you wouldn't notice that, so that's fine. But yeah, he's like, this is exactly where we need it to be, and and eventually he continues on walking forward. Now that he's back on the map.
Have you?
So I
While
would
we're-
take
while
up my
we're-
position in front of him again.
Okay.
I'm going to step away from Felric and towards Alpha, and I don't know if Felric will notice or not. And I'm going to say, Alpha,
I take position back.
do you
back.
remember the? I have to go ask Alpha something, and I'm going to sneak back. Alpha, do you remember the Ochre of say Einding Fae? Do you remember that?
Yes. It's not what it's.
So,
Yes.
That took me
so
a
I
second.
wanted, right. So I wanted to help, and I wanted to know if we could cure your Gish spell by you in the pool. Turns out we would have to throw you and the Red Wizard in the pool at the same time for it to work. But also, it's in my pocket, and I'm afraid to touch it. Can you take it out and put it in your pack, and don't
Can you
throw it in the
taking
pool
it
when
out
you
of
get
my
there?
pack?
We had to ask it a question. It was very important.
Also, I've been
Now
trying
we
to
know
talk
that
to
we
Levi
can't.
about
we
it, but now if there's just too many people around us. About the rock.
Felric does talk to Jarlaxle, and I think he, she, me, them. I think they like me, but they might still like Jarlaxle more. So we
Yeah,
probably
no,
shouldn't
no,
talk. Okra is to say Einding Fae in front of Elric Fae.
So which pocket?
And I sort of lift up my
And I kind of
brigandine armor.
motion to Patty. I motioned to Patty to kind of walk in front of us to kind of like shield what we're doing
Okay.
as we walk.
That'll give him disadvantage.
So I.
All right. Do you grab it?
I
Try
hate
to only
this.
touch the bag.
Yes, obviously. I
Just
reach
saying.
very carefully into the grab the bag,
Okay.
throw it
That's
in my backpack.
All right.
Oh, that's not the bag. That's not the bag. No, let go of that.
What?
It's over to the left. Okay, that's better. Thank you. That's the bag.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Wrong sack.
very good.
Which pocket did you keep it in?
The front one.
Not well. I should have specified.
Eventually,
I just
you
walk faster, and I also like double
yeah.
knot. Like I have this little string on my bag, and I like
okay.
just knot it twice.
Roll a survival. Go ahead and roll for later. We'll just keep that in mind. Whatever you roll for how tough of a knot you made.
For when Fitz inevitably wants to. 22.
okay.
Fitz, you are staying out of my
Inevitably.
Indubitably. So
Indubitably.
you continue on down this tunnel for a while. You take more turns, and eventually he says, it seems to open up a bit into kind of a cave-like structure. Oh,
We're hearing wolf woofs.
oh, she was talking to her dog. And at the end of this cave-like structure, you see some stalagmites hanging from the stalactites hanging from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tights are.
Yeah, hanging from the ceiling in here. But at the end of it, he says, finally, this is a very good, but unfortunately it's supposed to be right here from what I believe, according to this map. And you see at the end of the cave, it looks like another collapsed wall that has occurred there. You go up to it. You can actually see this one's not too collapsed. You can see some cracks through it and stuff. And you can see that it extends to it opens up a little bit. Someone can do a perception check in there if they want to try to see more.
I'm going to throw my lights over there so that they can see it. Sure, I'll see. Let's all proceed. I don't know. Let's all have a look.
Yes, get the person who's the worst at perception to look.
I'll do it.
I've rolled a 1. I don't even know.
I rolled a
I don't even know.
I'm tired.
Right.
Yeah, you see it's some type of hallway in there. When you look through like the cracks of the rubble, it's some type of hallway that goes forward.
Well,
Wait a minute. I pull the little string with the beads on it pocket, and I say, I have some beads for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know how they work, but I think if we say the right word and throw them, it might make something explode.
He pulls out those beads. Ingvar, roll a knowledge arcana.
alright.
Arcana check. I still use the word knowledge. You've never really seen them before.
Beads. I thought they were for a different purpose, but if they're for excavating,
In which sense?
Usually I use this for investigating undetected when I want to examine a ruin that may perhaps be inhabited by other creatures. I will quiet my activities so I could render this whole area quiet while we excavate.
That's a great idea. I think that makes sense.
Excavation tends to make a lot of noise. It will attract anything in the area.
Right.
And if it
That's very
attracts
smart.
anything, we will defend our ground and fight them to the death. And you'll write a song.
Yes.
Perhaps once you've reclaimed your title?
Yes. I'll be better at fighting once I'm a paladin, for sure.
When you are once again known as a friendly noise, then we will certainly be able to strike down evil. But until then, I mean, you were just recently an unfriendly noise, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he was sort of. It's not black and white, just sort of gray, really. I mean, he was.
It's kind of a Greyhide.
Serving a demon, but to save his friends, and it's very complicated. Umber, and I'm going to show Umber the beads, and I'm going to say, do you have any idea how to use this, or do we just? Have you seen these before? Do you know how they work?
Yes, I have seen that. That is a necklace of fireballs. You simply just take one off the necklace that activates it, and you throw it.
Oh, I don't have to say anything.
That sounds a great deal more like killing and less like excavating.
I mean, it would cause a big explosion. It might make it worse. It might make it better. Who knows?
I've got an idea. I'm going to put one in the little crack, the little gap, and then I'm going to throw the other one at it. And I'm going to yell the word fireball to make sure it works.
Okay, I think there's only like 3 beads left on this necklace, but you can do that.
You remember when Umbert just mentioned about 3 seconds ago it might make it worse? Are you trying to double down on making it worse?
Huh. Right, maybe
He
we
has
should start with
point.
1. Okay, we'll
I don't
start
know.
with...
Are-
What?
Are
What?
there any other methods?
Oh, there's conventional digging.
Yes,
mean-
it does look like you might be able to just clear it over
Maybe
some time.
Patty can help?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fine. I will put my beads.
I asked Patty to start
You
digging.
can all... can I summon my parked weapon as a shovel? Is that a thing?
Why not?
Can I? All right, I summon
It's
a...
any one-handed
I'll allow it.
one-handed weapon that, yeah.
I summon a shovel.
And you can use your
Yeah,
charisma to
okay.
dig.
I'll
Yes.
still invoke the silence while we're digging and shoveling because we
Okay.
don't want to attract whatever's around. And I would mention to others that the silence is a very specific bubble, and you have to stay within that area if you want to be quiet. Once you're outside that area, you will be able to converse normally, but of course, no one inside the area will be able to hear you. And then I, take a little bit of chalk and mark it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you
That
mark...
is
What is the radius on
excellent
it? It's
idea.
like...
It's a
50-foot
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? Okay, so you mark off like a 40-foot area. And,
Well, Yeah, I'm starting it right where he's digging, so it's going to cover 20 feet back and ideally
ways,
20
okay.
feet into wherever he's digging.
all right.
That's good.
If you're going to go with the digging method, you don't have to roll for it. It'll eventually just happen. It will take a while, but after about an hour of if you guys group digging and stuff, it makes no noise. You're able to eventually.
Patty was told
remove
to stay
everything.
inside the bubble as he digs.
Okay, he's going.
I'm just in the bubble screaming my head off, and all of my daddy issues are just coming out, and nobody can hear it, and lovely. And then...
We can hear it.
What?
How long does
You could...
silence last?
Oh.
Oh, it only lasts 10 minutes per level. 10 minutes? I'm also thinking per level. But
okay.
I didn't realize it would take an hour, so...
Oh, we'll say it takes 10 minutes just to make it kind of work. Yeah, after 10 minutes, you're able to clear away enough to get through. You might have to crawl a little bit, but you're able to make a hole through the mess. Who's going in first?
Excellent.
Is
rock,
it
paper,
possible to
scissors.
crawl through silently?
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
Someone can go in first and roll stealth if they want to.
I will stealth through first, as
Okay.
I offered to guard in lieu of payment. I'm going to pull my weight.
Okay.
All right.
And again, this is one of my, excellent skills.
One of your
Oh
many
wow.
talents.
Yeah, you notice he makes no noise whatsoever as he goes through. You almost think the silence is still on, but you can make a noise yourself.
Even Alpha is impressed.
Yeah, Ingvar, you're
very
kind of
impressive.
killing it. You're
You
kind of killing it.
Kinda
you
killing
go
it.
Is
through
it
the
useful?
hole.
He's a useful guy.
You go through the hole, and what seems to
Alpha
be is
didn't
just
want to bring him.
another one of those old cut stone type hallways goes forward about it only goes forward about 10 feet or so, and you come to what seems to be some type of stone door. You can see the clear lines of the door that's in a door shape, but there's no handle on it or anything like that. Next to it, you see a little glow of a panel next to the door, and it has some type of runic symbol on it, and it's slightly glowing.
That
Oh,
seems fairly
don't
straightforward.
worry. We have a paladin. He can just do his door wavy, handy, open thingy.
I
Greyhide,
can't!
just do your...
I'm not a paladin!
Right. Sorry,
That
I-
hole that he
That's,
crawled
that's
into
a real
too small
dig,
for Patty.
Fitz.
I
What's that?
forgot. I'm sorry. What? Sorry, what's that, Alpha?
The enthusiasm is appreciated.
The hole that Petty helped dug, is it too small for him to fit into?
We can say he can squeeze through with some work.
So I just
He's actually not a huge bear. He's heavy just because bears are bulky, but he's still a medium-sized creature.
Okay, so I'm still like kind of helping him through.
Okay.
I'm gonna go examine the panel to see if there's an obvious answer as to what the magical symbols are to open the door. But if
You
it's
can
not,
roll Arcana on it.
if it's not obvious, I'm not gonna start poking it.
I would like to point out that Tyler says he barely fits.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Thank
Uh,
you, Crowley.
You can make any assumptions you want based on what you may think it is, but there's no clear sign. It's not like you read a symbol, Eric. Oh, I know that symbol. It says open.
Okay.
I'm going to cast detect magic while staring very hard at the panel and the door to just see if I
Okay.
can get any sense.
You do detect magic, and
It's glowing, Fitz. That's usually
Yeah.
a good sign.
Well, can I see anything past the fact that it's obviously
you keep
glowing, or
focusing on
just-
it, and it seems to have some faint aura of what would this be? I guess we'll call it alteration.
I say that. I say, it seems a faint aura of alteration.
Changing magic. Interesting. I heard about a secret stick earlier. A stick of secrets.
Yes.
Yes, that's with Alpha, who is trying to push the bear through the hole.
I see.
Alpha, you...
Bear through
I'm-
the hole.
You see
I'm gonna-
you see a bear come through the hole like toothpaste, because it's a white bear too. It's just like appears.
Does that depth plumbing stick of secrets find traps?
It finds secret doors.
This door is very less secret, and I'm more concerned about it being trapped.
It does find traps.
It does find traps. It does find traps.
Then give it a little wiggle and see if the stick can tell us the truth.
I open my pack, undo the first knot, undo the second knot, third knot.
Wow. Alpha, why is your pack tied up so much? It's kind of excessive, don't you think?
I just kind of walk past him with the wand, and I
And you shake it.
just shake it.
He makes the noise, and you listen. You don't hear it come back to you.
I
That's
don't
different
hear
than
anything.
before.
No, it was the same.
No.
You shake it and it makes like a
I should-
little rattle, and then if you hear the rattle somewhere else, that means there's a secret there.
That means there's just like a
Oh.
secret thing.
So yeah, there's it
Well,
doesn't think there's a secret.
it doesn't think there's anything. It doesn't mean there's no trap, but none that this wand can pick up.
All right, well, at this point, I can try a few ancient Netherese combinations. I mean, I don't honestly think this was built by the Netherese. It's a little too young for that.
Right. What do we got? What else we got?
So the rest of you see it too, the door, the clear outline of a door, and what seems to be like a slight glowing panel on the side of the door with some moonlight.
Can I roll an Arcana knowledge?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my Arcana knowledge is
18. You're pretty sure
Wow.
this is a simple way to. Some mage probably made a door that you hit the rune and it opens the door.
Should we just touch it?
I
Should
just-
we just...
I just
Poke
go and I think we can just. I feel I've seen this before. I just touch the door.
Alright, you touch it and immediately, very fast, the door goes into the ceiling and it lifts up.
What?
Inside,
Well done.
you see what appears to be a room about 30 feet wide and 50 feet long. Around it, you're immediately like, ugh, until you realize it's just a statue. But it seems to be like a statue of some type of undead creature, but it's not quite undead, more like decomposing, like being eaten by beetles and worms and stuff.
How fresh.
It's a statue.
Oh, it's a statue. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you look in there and you can look in the room and you see 4 of them. In the center of the room is a pedestal with like this round orb on top of the pedestal. Looks like maybe marble or something like that. But the pedestal itself is just stone, and it connects, and it actually seems to be part of the floor. On the other side of the room, you see another door similar to the one you're going through, but no rune panel.
These multiple statues, do they seem to be facing that pedestal or object?
Not particularly. They all seem to be different directions.
But
They all seem to be the same type of thing, like some decomposing body, kind of standing almost undead-like.
I cast a quick detect magic.
Okay, you cast the detect magic, and you have magic all throughout the Undermountain, that faint magic, but pedestal itself seems to be magic. It seems to be conjuration magic. The statues don't seem to be magic. The door at the other end seems to have the same magical aura as the orb on the pedestal.
I relay this information very nervously.
Wait, didn't you come with your own orb?
Orb? What do you mean orb?
Alright,
Oh, Greyhide has
2.
Greyhide has the orb that he has to cleanse because it's got the spirit of it used to have a demon in it.
Oh, that's the gem.
Yes.
Yeah, the sphere.
Yeah,
Of X-Fin. I have that in my pack too, yes.
Yeah.
While that's happening,
You might as well throw that in as well.
Might as well, might be useful.
He needs a bath.
I put the wand back in my pack and I knot it up again.
Okay. We'll use the previous roll.
Well, shall we walk through this creepy door?
Yes!
What this
Gonna-
means?
Headlong into creepy door. I go first.
Not it.
I follow Greyhide.
Stand
Okay.
back.
I follow Ingvar and I put my lights in front of Greyhide.
The other 2 follow. Umber and Felric.
Is the raven still
Patty.
behind me?
You look behind you, and you see it kind of hopping through the hole in the rubble. But it doesn't come into the room.
That's ominous. So I'm perceiving all around as we walk through the room to the door, in case anything jumps out at us. But, Crowley. Yeah, let's go check out this door, I guess.
All right, you go to the door. It looks to be a similar door. You're pretty sure it probably opens upward, but you don't see any opening. You don't see any like rune to touch it. You don't see a handle. You don't see any way to open it. You're close, and you still have your detect magic going, and you also see kind of a faint magic emanating from behind it slightly of illusion.
Huh.
Not the door itself, but you can kind of see the emanation of some illusion magic coming through the door.
You guys, when we go through this door, there might be some kind of illusion on the other side. Getting a very strong sense. Well, I don't know how to open this, but that orb over there seems to be somehow linked to this door. So... should we...
Let's inspect the orb. I go over and grab the orb.
Just grab it.
It's attached to the pedestal. When you go in and try to pick it up, it seems to be attached. But the moment you touch it,
Affixed.
the other door that you came in closes, and then both of the doors at the same time open up. And you can look through it. You're holding the orb. You can look through the door. You see yourselves in the same room. You actually see yourself
that's
holding
us.
the orb.
The illusions.
You look back at the door you came from. Same thing. You see yourselves.
Wait, are we the illusion or are they the real us? I'm confused.
I wave my hand to see if it...
Yes, you see
Like-
yourself waving at you.
Oh my
Greyhide,
god.
Greyhide. You fail,
that.
and thus you are human. Hence, you are real.
Do you know, I really like this vest on me.
You're
I
very
really
wise,
like it.
Ingvar. I do fail, therefore I'm human.
That's great philosophy.
That is why the friendly noise seeks to become divine. To ascend beyond humanity. To be the divine.
I am so inspired.
It is
It's
a
so
lofty
beautiful. And so profound. I'm going to recommit myself to profound knowledge after I become a paladin, that is.
Yes, few people are worthy of the title friendly noise.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry, paladin. I'm used to the ancient Netherese appellation. You see, back in the day, long before the split between men and elf and dwarf, when magic ruled all, the Netherese on the great battlefields would refer to their champions, those who inspired others, as the friendly noise of the battle, the paladin.
I could listen to him
It
talk
was
all day. What do you guys
Passed down through time.
I couldn't figure out if he was waiting for me to interrupt him or not.
That's really
think? I
neat.
could listen to him all day.
But
like
no, there was a
music.
real story.
Anyway,
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's
Actually.
canon now.
so we've got, but there's, what do we do? There is some illusion in front of us. How do we dispel it?
Ingvar, I don't want to interrupt your beautiful, beautiful discussion of the etymology.
Yeah, he's
of
just holding
the
this
word,
thing talking.
But what happens if you let go of the orb for a moment? Will the door stay open?
There you go.
You see, the moment you do that, the doors slide down fast. But for a moment, you realize while they're sliding down, it was. Why did that stop playing? The moment they slide down, you notice that it was slightly different. Like it looked different while the doors were descending. You couldn't really see what was there. Maybe like another hallway, not sure. Definitely saw the hallway you came from as the door was sliding down on the other side.
The illusion was probably turned off when I released the magic. So that would be a problem because that would mean someone would have to be in here holding the door open so that we may pass into the adjoining room.
What about
you know-
the map dude? We don't need him. He can hold the door.
Well,
I could
You would
leave.
need to hold this door.
Well,
He
I
goes
mean,
and puts his hand on it, and the doors open again, and you see yourselves.
I mean, you know, you'll be safe here, and we can tell you all about where it leads.
I would prefer to be able to
man.
see, but
I could leave Patty.
That is, Patty is injured. That is a good point.
does
What-
Patty count?
Yes.
Can Patty
what
touch
happens
the
if-
orb?
Patty, touch the orb.
all right. Patty goes up, gets on his hind legs, and puts his paw on the orb. The one when Umber lets go, you see the same thing. There's outside the door slightly changes, like the illusion goes away as it's closing, and then Patty puts his paw on it, and they lift up again, and you see the illusion. You see yourselves.
Oh, that's useful. Well, I mean, Patty will be very safe. We'll just have
only
to.
did fine, buddy, but can you do this for us? You need to stay here till we come back.
That's not how he sounds.
When dealing with unknown magics, perhaps a little testing would be in order. First, with the passage we came from, I would go grab one of the rocks that we moved, just something tablet kind of size, not a gigantic chunk of rock, just something that I can write on. Take out a little bit of ink and make a mark on the rock.
Okay.
Put it out. Have him let go of the orb. So that way,
What do you mean put it out? You're gonna put it outside the room where you came from?
well, yeah, when the orb is not being touched, the way we came from is still open, correct? Or is the door
No,
sealed
the door
now
is
and-
not open back up.
Oh,
But
No, it's
as
only
it
the-
descends, you notice it is the way that you came from.
Right.
okay. Well, I'm gonna toss the rock down into the illusion, careful not to step into the illusion, and make sure I
Okay.
can see the part that I marked.
Okay. You toss it
That
in
is
and you hear
clever.
"Ko-ko-ko-ko-ko" from the other side. The rock comes from the other entryway.
Not an illusion. This is my
Hey.
basic testing.
Wait a moment. So,
That is us over there. We're seeing us, and it's.
so we. What does that mean? Are we?
Well,
trapped
that
in
means
this-
there's no point going through that door. We're just going to end up here.
Means you're gonna
Wait a
starve.
minute.
We're trapped.
Where did that voice come? Starving? Was that in our heads, or was that?
No.
Who
No,
said
that was
that?
Greg. We're trapped.
Oh, okay. Wait a
Well,
moment. So I think what has to happen is, Paddy has to lift his foot, and then we have to jump through the door as it's closing, and then we go through it. That seems to be. Do a rock thing again, but with the while it's being. No,
It's definitely
What?
possible to jump through while it's closing, but it is not a sure thing.
It closes quite quickly.
It closes quite quickly and quite harshly.
Ooh,
Quite
okay.
heavily, I would imagine.
How about barring the door? With said, oh, we don't have many rocks in this room.
Too bad we
Maybe
can't
I
just
might-
use one of these statues and use it.
Are they affixed to the ground? Try and move a statue.
No.
Maybe that's what they're for. Maybe
You,
we
you
have
go
to
over and you kind of
them.
rock it back and
Maybe
forth.
it's like
It
a
is
big
heavy.
puzzle.
Good point. I checked the statues. Are there any markings on the ground? The statues have been moved before.
Roll a
It's like an
perception
escape
check.
room. Yes.
That's a good question.
Or
Alpha-
investigation. No, this would be investigation because you're not.
Ah, okay.
Roll investigation.
Well, it comes out to the same modifier.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Let's,
Yeah, you
let's
go over to the
all
statue.
investigate.
Nothing stands out. I mean, you don't see tracks or anything like that. But the statues are like clear tracks. Oh yeah, you would get advantage because it has to do with stone.
Oh.
Oh yes, you would get advantage because it has to do with stone. Oh, you did already. I'm sorry. I just
I rolled-
repeated myself
I-
twice.
I rolled functionally twice because I rolled
Yeah.
perception and investigation, same modifier.
Yeah, but the statues they're not attached to the ground,
Okay.
so they are quite heavy. But you can move them.
And there is magic
Interesting.
connecting them, Fitz?
Not the statues. The statues were
Not the
not
statues?
magical.
Okay. So maybe those can somehow. Looking at those statues, do I recognize anything about them? Because it's a very particular kind of statue from your description of it.
Yeah, the rotting, decayed, half-eaten corpse. That's pretty particular.
Yeah.
It's quite particular.
Oh,
Anything I.
Roll an intelligence
Sorry?
check. It should be like in a memory check.
Where is intelligence?
You just click the intelligence bonus at the top.
Where is it? Oh my goodness, there we go. 18.
You know, you try to recall going back. No, nothing stands out. You don't remember anything that this doesn't remind you of anything.
I'm gonna say-
you're not. It's hard to tell. It might not really be undead, more of just decaying, but hard to say.
I am going to tell Paddy to
The
open the
inspiration.
door for a second, and
The
I'm
thingy.
going to walk back the way we came with the door open, and I'm going to see what happens. I may
Okay.
be trapped in the metaverse for eternity.
You walk through the door and you see Fitz come in from the other door.
I'm gonna do the
Bravo.
same
Still
thing
me?
that he just did.
Okay. Greyhide goes behind him and you see Greyhide twice for one point.
Oh my
You
God.
see Greyhide back of his foot and his hand coming through the other way and his foot going out the other way.
Oh my god! Can I put my hand in one door and it comes out the other door?
Yes.
And I'll shake your hand from the other side. Do it. I'll do it.
Oh, this is
And then I'll
amazing!
pull you through.
All
Oh!
these
Patty.
things work.
Do not let go of the orb.
Patty,
Your paw on the
I
orb.
do one of these things. I reach
Patty
in my hand and
will
I
not.
do this. Whoa!
okay, so I think blocking the doors
Amazing.
could be like our next best bet.
All right. Well, why don't we
I
drag one of these
spend
statues
about
then?
5 minutes horsing around with these doors. Just horseplay.
I join in as well. Doors play. It's not horse play. It's doors play.
Okay,
Huh?
I actually turned to Ingvar while they horseplay, and I'm like, "Do you want to help me block these doors?"
It is our best bet at this point. I can't think of anything else that
Alrighty.
functions in this room.
So you take one of the
Okay.
statues. It doesn't quite fit under the door, but you can break off a piece of it. The head kind of rolls off, and you're able to get it in under the door. And for a second, you see the statue on both sides of the door frame.
But then
of the door.
would that like give enough of an opening?
Yeah, the statue hits almost at the top of the door, actually. So.
Oh, okay.
And beside it, you can kind of slide in beside it.
All right,
Okay.
Patty, let go of the orb. Let's see what happens. Greyhide, get out of there. We're gonna try something.
Okay, I was sticking at the time I was sticking my butt through and seeing my butt come through the other end and like laughing at my own butt. Well, I'd stop doing that.
It's a pretty nice posterior. You know, you've been doing your paladin squats.
That's true.
You let go of the orb, and the door immediately comes crashing down. You see suddenly, on the other side, you see a real hallway. The statue itself seems to be completely bifurcated, and on one side where you came from, you see half the statue, almost like it was cleanly cut, and on the other side you also see like cleanly cut, but the statue holds as these doors come down, and the statue keeps the doors up.
Now would be the time before they break.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go through.
Let's go.
I'll go through too.
All right.
Headlong into door.
You rush through into what seems
Wait,
to be
Patty
another
can't
hallway.
go through that, can he?
Oh no,
probably-
Patty will not be able to fit the statues there.
Oh.
Okay.
Bye, Patty. Be
Patty,
good.
Patty.
See
You're
you
gonna
soon.
have to. Hopefully, we come back this way.
Well,
You're
All
Or
gonna
right.
we can let him die and we'll
Patty.
get another bear on the surface. But I don't say that out loud.
All right.
I mean, didn't she
Thorek
do
and
that
Umber
already with
follow.
a bird? She already
Yeah.
did
They're
that.
expendable.
The bird. The
Wherever.
bird wasn't able to come into the room. Remember?
No, I
They
mean when
decided
your
not to.
Yeah, decided
bird
not to.
disintegrated.
You actually look through the hallway and you see the bird kind of looking in from the other door, near the bifurcated statue. But you walk through what seems to be another hallway. It's not very long, about 10 feet, and it leads to another door with another rune on it.
From this
all
side,
these
is there magical symbols
bloody
that allow us to
tools.
open the door?
Yes. Oh, on
Oh.
this door?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, perfect. That means from this side, we can pull the statue out, let the doors close, open the door from this side, and let Patty out.
Huh?
We
Is that what you're doing?
Why?
Seems reasonable.
Yes, I
I'll-
say
I'll
we do
follow
that.
that.
So, Patty,
Cool.
does Patty understand me?
He understand. He should understand you.
Okay.
You won't understand him, but he should understand you.
I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it
not
was
learning
common.
bear. That's.
Maybe in another life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do that. You push the statue through, and the door slams down. You hit the rune, and it opens back up, and you can let Patty through.
Yes.
I was just making sure about the
Nicely done.
communications. Would have mentioned to Patty, like, in 10 breaths, if we don't open the door, touch the orb again, because it's not working.
I think I remember this puzzle in the Resident Evil games, the first one. There's like a statue you
Oh,
push
yeah.
in the door, yeah. But this one is way cooler. And I got to stick my butt in a portal, which was fun.
Yes, that's
More
important.
importantly, do
That's-
any of you
yeah.
have anything you were seeking to destroy?
Oh,
Yes, a
we
couple
should
of
probably
things.
tell you.
Because this magical portal separation that bifurcated the statue, I imagine that would do wonders to things you want to destroy.
Well, the orb we could likely destroy with it, but I think we more importantly want to disenchant these things first.
Oh, no,
more
no,
than
no. We're
destroy.
talking
Yes.
pure destruction. This
No.
might involve magical explosions and other side effects.
No.
No.
I mean, that sounds really
No.
cool, but probably not.
Well, yes, that's why I was proposing it.
Hmm.
I like it.
I mean, what about those beads? That would be kind of fun. Just for just for pure entertainment, we should break something.
I'm sure that will happen. I'm sure we will.
Let me look in
Break
my
some.
inventory for shit I want to wreck. Do 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 do.
Who's in front?
Oh, good.
I'm
If
at
we're
the
talking
back.
about in the new passage,
Yeah, in the new passage.
Yes.
generally speaking, I would just make sure I'm in front of
You
Umbert.
hear? Okay.
I'm not going to destroy anything. I'm not going to waste any time.
I would say it's like Ingvar, then Greyhide behind him. I would say you two, both of you hear, it's kind of faint, but you hear like a bit of a yelling noise, like, and it's coming from the door.
But we don't hear it.
I think we should go into the door and check out that sound. We don't hear it? Wait.
You're talking about the next.
Ingvar and Greyhide can just barely hear it because they're next to the door that's up there.
Okay, I'll just say, guys, there's some sort of sound coming from this door.
They can have you come and you hear it too. It's like, no.
Open the door.
We have to get through the door.
Someone's in danger. We need to help them.
Okay, well, we don't know what's on the procedure.
I know. That's what headlong into danger is for.
That's right. Let's do it.
We have to help people. And there's
I cast
injustice
detect
on the
magic
other
on the
side of the
door.
door, and we need to help whoever's behind them and crush the unjust ones.
Yes, Greyhide, open the door. I hear it too.
I will kick open the door and yell, "Headlong into danger!"
The door is stone, but you can kick the rune and it'll open.
Oh, do that.
All right.
Click.
Good.
You open the door and immediately the scene that you see.
Fitz Joffrey.
Am I
Give the internal
seducing?
monologue in a second.
Oh,
Right.
am I seducing?
You see out in the middle of this room that opens up, there seems to be some type of pool of water. It has a shimmering glow on top of it.
Oh.
Around the edges, you see what seems to maybe have been like bookcases at some point, but all the books have long rotted, and the shelves themselves seem to be in the process of rotting. You see hovering over the pool, though, some type of figure. There's the light glowing from the pool, and you see this figure that seems to have beetles and worms and everything undulating throughout his body. You can see his skin actually undulating slightly, and based on the shape of the body, it actually seems to be female. But the whole entire body is made up of different critters and worms and bugs and beetles, and you can hear a slight buzzing noise once the door opens. The statues seem to be like a decaying corpse that was being eaten. This seems to be pure critters and bugs and worms, and you see like a scorpion walk around on top of it. And you see
to fight this thing, aren't we?
it has a what seems to be like a leather glove, and it's holding a glowing entity in his hand. You look closely, and it seems to be some type of magical fey-like creature. You can roll a nature if you want to try to figure out what it is, but it's in the process of sticking it into the pool, and you hear it yelling in pain.
Oh my god, that magical creature is being put into the pool by that other also magical creature, which means that it's trying to destroy it, because if you're magical and you get put into a pool and you get destroyed, because that's a magical lesson, because that's a pool that takes away the magic.
Oh,
so
that's
what
the
if we just
pool!
flip them over? Yes, that's the pool. Just throw your glove into it. If we flip them over, what if we... Do you know, I'm just going to summon my weapon to my hand and cast a Hager's Blast to yank the both of them, to yank the bug thing.
Well, maybe we can just sort of circumvent the bug thing and just say, "Hey, we're just using the pool too, man. No sweat." You know?
No, we have to save the cute little ball of light.
Why? Well, maybe the cute little ball of light's a real jerk. Maybe they're the evil ones.
Do you
How do we know?
do you do the Hager's Blast?
I do.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Oh boy.
All right, we're gonna do this then.
Sorry, guys. I just. Hey,
I like a good fight
Paladin
anyway.
had his powers back.
I mean, so I've got an 8 on the Eldritch Blast, so I miss horribly.
What was that?
I get it.
Inspiration to Greyhide. Just as a reminder, many of you have some stuff. Greyhide, you actually have 2 inspirations and a reroll.
Which I love.
I have an
I have
inspiration.
one.
You yes,
Yeah.
Ingvar has an inspiration. Fig has an inspiration too from 21 days ago, actually.
Oh wow.
And
Woot woot!
I have a reroll. Someone also gave me disadvantage. So that's nice.
In my life.
And that's what we got.
Does Fitz have anything, or just no?
No.
Okay.
They want to spend it all on making you do your internal dialogue. They don't want to give you advantages.
Did Fitz just get inspiration?
No, but Lethal gave me a reroll, so thank you for that.
Jack and Ape. Oh, Red Baron's back.
I got my eyes on you, Red.
Boy.
Red Baron, hello.
Okay, let's see what everybody rolled. Greyhide got a
got his eye on pick.
16. Ingvar got a 18.
Oh wow, you guys for this.
My
They got a
I have
6.
an advantage to Inish.
Because you're so charming. That makes sense.
And you also get your Jack of all trades to it. But
It's mainly because I have the Rapier of Warning.
oh,
Gives me
cool.
advantage to Inish.
Oh, that's exciting.
Who's missing here?
Rapier of Warning.
No one's missing.
Oh, I got,
I've got a 7.
sorry,
You got
I did
6.
roll. Yeah, I got
Oh, and
6.
Fitz got 7. There it is.
Right,
Big's
because
like,
after I
I'm not-
completely missed with the Last, I then sort of had to recalibrate. Where even are they? Where did they go?
Yeah, so go ahead and do your Eldritch Blast. That is during the surprise round.
Oh, I rolled. I've got an 8 on it. I'm assuming I don't hit anywhere near them.
Oh,
It
You
goes
have to
out, and yeah,
Patty's
you just completely
instance?
miss and panic.
Oh,
Oh, yes, Patty's in it. You can go. Make it easy. Just have Patty go on your turn.
okay.
And then, who am I missing? I got Felric and Umber. Okay,
Umber, what are you gonna do?
probably nothing.
it's a hilarious
So-
question.
The first one is Ingvar. Ingvar, what are you gonna do? The guy's
Is
still
the insect
bent
thing
over.
floating above the pool or just next to the pool?
He's just next to the pool with this long leather glove on, with pushing this. Did anyone roll to see if they know what it is?
Oh yeah, I
I
totally
did.
failed. It was like 8 or something. I have no
I
idea.
forget what I rolled though.
Some type of glowing entity into the pool.
So
I'm
I
gonna
am
roll
going
right now.
to advance on the insectile figure and use my magic rapier to try and force it away from the water's edge, so it can't just dump that thing into the water.
I have a
Good thinking.
strange
Okay, cool.
feeling that fire will work really well on this thing, being it's a big pile of vermin insects. You know, I just think setting it ablaze would
Oh.
probably be cool. Just a thought.
So
Maybe
good
the
idea.
beads!
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
They would
Greyhide.
Also-
scatter.
I've got a knowledge of
You
May
should give
20.
the beads.
I've got
I was just gonna say you
a
should give
natural 20 on the knowledge nature. So what's this thing?
Wow.
We've lost our...
You actually know it's a pixie. And sorry, I'm setting up the scene real quick on my little battle map over here. But
Maybe we should give the beads to Greyhide because he has nothing. Well, yeah,
That's a great idea. As soon as I have a turn, the beads to Greyhide.
No, you should probably... I think it'd be better to use your turn to throw it, because won't you have to use a turn to give it to me, or can that be on... You know? I don't know.
Can that be a bonus action? Greg, can I give Greyhide my
Depends
beads?
how you want to give him those beads.
Well, can I hand him the beads
Yes. That doesn't
as a
make it better.
bonus action? Right. Like, I'm not suggesting that we... You
Right.
know,
I
we've
could
got
stick my
things to
butt
do.
through a portal, and then I could insert the beads into my own butt.
I feel like that would
That's
be
what he
a
should
very
have done.
be a very
I had the
unhealthy
chance.
choice.
sadly, the logistical difficulty of your butt and hand still being across the room from each other.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that's a good point. Right, you then have to pull your butt back into the room, and then
Or use a bow and arrow, possibly attach the beads to an arrow and fire it. We'll have to figure this out.
great
and have
idea.
to come
Workshop
back
it.
down here. This is happening.
All right, so you can see the scene here. You all out here. The only dwarf I really have painted is this fighting dwarf, so you look like a fighter dwarf for some reason.
Well, I'm a college of swords, and I'm dressed in armor, and I have a rapier. I really do look like
There
a
you go.
fighter, except for the fact of my, jaunty hat.
So that's the guy over here
Noted.
doing what seems to be torturing, and this is your character right there.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, I mean, in that case, I'm obviously not going to make it. They're much further than I imagined next to the pool.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
That would be. Yeah.
Seduce the insect monster. That'll be hard. But what else will be hard? Ha ha ha.
Oh, wait
Wait
for it. There we go. Got it.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
You'll only
So,
get the clap
Ingvar.
if you succeed in seducing the insect monster.
So what is Ingvar gonna do?
So, since Ingvar literally can't, make it right now, Ingvar is just going to advance and attempt to coat the insect creature in fairy fire.
Oh.
You can get that far from where you were if you
Okay.
want. You get 25 movement, right?
Yeah, I believe it's 25.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Red
Yeah.
Baron. I will.
Could you make me hug the outer wall, even if I move a little less further? Yeah, that's perfect.
Diagonals are free.
Cool.
Yep. And then
fairy
you're going to
fire.
cast Fairy Fire. That is a dex save on his part, I think.
Yes, it is.
That is a failure. So he is covered in this light and he glows. Anyone who attacks him will get advantage.
That is useful.
That is
Did it,
awesome.
Alpha? Did we not say he was useful? He is very useful.
Mastery of stage lights.
Any bonus action?
Ah, nice.
He's been not a kinku. Oh,
Probably the only thing you have is inspiration if you wanted to use it. But
No, I'm gonna wait on that.
okay, then we are to the next person, which is Greyhide. No, sorry, it is Umber.
Oh. What's he gonna do?
You hear the creature inside.
You have fallen for my trap. Umber, attack them.
I knew he was going to attack us.
And you see
Oh,
Umber.
shit.
You see his clothes just kind of fall onto the ground, and you see squirming these large beetles and different creatures scurrying underneath what were his garments.
Do you remember when I pulled a knife on him, guys? Just
What?
saying.
No, Alpha, you were right. You were right. That was a great idea. Well, do it again.
Yes, let's talk about
Right.
how Alpha was right. I'm going to spend my next turn praising Alpha.
Well,
Good.
I'm
I
just,
won't.
Do it.
yeah, sure.
I mean, to be fair, she was also kind of against Ingvar, and he seems to be legit so far, right?
Uh-oh.
She
Light
didn't
'em
have no
up.
strong suspicions. She was more like, hey,
And they're gonna
why would
they're gonna attack.
your mission?
Yeah, they're gonna attack Alpha.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, shit.
They got a 12 to hit. I don't think that hits Alpha, right?
No, my AC is 15, I believe. Where's my sheet? Yeah.
They're too busy
And it
being
actually it moves onto your square.
Uh-oh.
people. That's gross.
They're in your pants.
That does sound good.
Ants in your pants.
Close enough. They
I'm
move
quite
onto your
certain
square, and
this is
they're
a
kind of
they.
crawling all around you, trying to eat at you.
Yuck.
Great.
Oh.
Then it is Greyhide.
I'm going to say to Azure's Edge, these foul creatures are destroying and snuffing out the life essence of these harmless pixies. This is a great injustice. We must destroy them. That's pretty good, right? Do I get any sort of bonus for rousing up?
You can roll a
Pretty good.
persuasion if you want
I
to
will.
Azur's edge.
It's all right.
Yeah, Azure just says, "Kill this foul creature."
Okay, I'm going to then attack the one that's closest to me. Right, is the one that's surrounding Fig. I'm going to
Yeah.
attack with Azure's Edge.
It's this large area of just different bugs and such.
Yeah, needs fire though. I think we gotta. Oh, but then yeah, we'll also hurt ourselves by with the anal bead.
Right.
Okay, so let me just let me roll to hit with Azure Edge.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to. I'm just wondering if I should do an inspiration or no. I'm gonna do a lucky. I'm gonna do a lucky.
A lucky? Okay.
Yeah, and then I might do an inspiration after that. Ew, it's even worse.
Oh.
Gonna
I'm
try
gonna
and
do my
inspire
last lucky. As terrible as this sounds,
that? Okie dokie.
we have to. I have to make the. Oh fuck!
You have one reroll from the chat, and you also have inspiration from the chat.
Oh, I have a reroll. I thought I had an inspiration. I had 2 inspirations, but I didn't know I had a reroll. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll use a
it was from
reroll.
7 days ago.
Oh, I'll use that one.
Alrighty.
Thanks for nothing.
Roll again. roll one more time. See how bad that fumble is.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It's bad. All right, I miss. I'm not rolling anymore. I've used all my luckies and my reroll, and yeah. Whoops! I'm
go
bad
through
as
and
a fighter.
You're trying to whack at it, and it's just going through the swarm. You kill like a couple, but it doesn't make a significant difference. You figure maybe if you hit it with the flat side of the axe, maybe it'll do something better. But your turn was up doing that. Do you have a bonus action you want to do? I don't think you do without your paladin powers.
Nothing that can actually do any damage. No, I do
Then
absolutely nothing except
next
curse
up
myself for being a terrible fighter.
Oh.
The entity, he takes the pixie and throws it on the ground. Done with it. It seems to still be moving though, since you all didn't really delay too much. And it looks at Ingvar.
Yeah, sorry. 'Cause it usually looks at
Wow.
Greyhide. That was just like anything that's not Greyhide for now. It's like I usually tank, so it sucks to be you.
Sure, I mean, you do still have a pretty high AC, even if you're not a paladin.
That is true. Yeah, I've got 21 and I got that crazy armor. So
Still pretty tough.
yeah.
So what does it do? What does it do to Ingvar?
Attempt. The word is attempt.
Right. What does it attempt to do? Good thinking.
You disturb the great Artunavia, apprentice to the Mad Mage.
Is that
And-
2 ends?
And it puts out its arm, and a giant swarm, almost funnel-like, of bugs swirling around its arm comes out at Ingvar.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And it got a 14. Does a 14 hit you?
AC? No.
Oh,
They're just
so yeah,
spraying
you're
an
able to.
attack.
Yeah, you're able to kind of dodge out of the way. It nicks off your armor slightly as it goes past you and hits a wall behind you. But it's still, the swirl of bugs and stuff does not go away. It's just trying to move it around and hit you, almost like a flaming sphere kind of is. And you're able to dodge it for now. And then it moves over there, and its second arm comes out, and it starts forming the swirling funnel with its other arm. It goes over the pool here and tries to reach towards Fitz, but he can't quite make it all the way to Fitz.
Ha!
And it is
Can't catch me, you
it is Fitz's turn.
overgrown of bugs. So I cast a quick Hexblade's Curse on the creature across the pool with my bonus action first. To
You see the familiar purple glow kind of surround it and wrap around it.
lock it into my dance. And then I pull out one of my little fiery anus beads and I launch it at the creature.
Okay.
What do I have to roll for that?
Roll just an
Dexterity?
attack. You can, yeah, it'd be a dexterity. Just roll a dexterity check.
All right.
Just click the dexterity.
I roll my dexterity.
Are you trying to just hit it directly with it?
Yes. Also, I rolled a 2, but do I have advantage because it's in glowing in the fairy fire?
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank God, because that would be a waste of a fireball. And
it may have hurt someone else.
Slightly
Yeah.
better.
Not much better. I've got a 9. And
Okay.
as I fling it, I yell, fireball!
I think fireball is 20-foot radius, if I remember right.
Yep.
So roll any dice. Roll a d20. Even it goes to the left,
Oh,
odd it goes to the right.
Okay. I'm really hoping this doesn't get you, Ingvar, because I
Come on,
apparently
odds.
did not play a lot of baseball. We've got an 18.
Ah.
Okay.
Which way is that? What does that mean?
But with an 18, it's a very high roll. You overthrew it, and it went over to his left and hits against the wall.
Oh, that's okay. The wall is good.
Wall is good. Wall is good.
You throw it over there, and suddenly it goes a giant explosion of fire, a cacophony of flame everywhere. The Ingvar, you feel the heat of it, but it stops right in front of you. You see little wisps of flame. They kind of hit against you, but they don't do enough damage to hurt.
Not a digging tool.
You see a giant dent in the wall. Roll a 8d6.
8d6?
I believe that's what fireball is.
Yep. Fireball is devastating.
Jesus Christ, this is fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You'll get a save. That will save.
Wow, that's a lot of dice. 29.
So he quickly ducks from the fireball and tries to get out of the way, and he does avoid some of the blast. But you see the
Damn it.
fire still kind of eating at him. You see little as little pieces of bugs are being like just evaporated. So it seems to affect him more than usual at the same time.
Well, that's effective.
So it does the full damage effectively.
Alpha, light a
Fire
torch.
good.
What?
Light your torch. It doesn't.
That
like
was my
fire.
plan. It's just not my turn.
Right.
Anything
Got
else?
it.
That was a bonus action, an action. You have movement if you want to move anywhere.
I'm going to come out of the door and go to hug the wall on the other side, across from Ingvar.
There?
And I'm also gonna say,
Okay.
so, Mr. Bugs, you're the apprentice to the Mad Mage, eh? That must be nice. Does he, do you hang out a lot in here? Do you spend a lot of time at this pool of magic water?
I will tear you apart and use you for parts. You will become part of me.
Oh, that's not very nice.
But yeah, then it's Fig.
gross.
Wonder if we should throw these guys into the pool. What if they
That's
like
a great
that?
idea. Yeah.
Shove him in.
They seem to be kind of magical, you know?
Wait, Greg, can I change my movement to just go 1 square to the left and right of the door? Just 1. Just like
There?
right. Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. You also notice the little light from the pixie that was put onto the ground seems to have faded away.
No! You killed the pixie, you disgusting mass of vermin.
You're pretty sure the fireball had something to do with it too. But Fig,
Oh shit. Well,
Big, I light my torch.
okay.
and just like trying to burn all the like sludge around me.
I think you had the torch lit from before, unless you put it
Yeah,
out.
I did have. No, I did. It's
Yeah.
true. I had it like going through
Yeah.
the tunnels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
So you're
right
basically
outside
trying to
the
club it
room.
with club them with a torch. You're using the torch to attack the
yeah,
the
and
beetles?
also like burn the little grossness that's trying to get all over me.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and do an unarmed attack. Well, it should be equivalent to what you would have there.
Does a 14 hit?
It actually does. So yeah, you take your torch and you start trying to whack it with your torch. You hit some of them, you light some of them on fire. Roll a d6, add your strength, and then roll another d6 for fire damage.
My strength is just 1, so I get 7, and then another d6 for fire damage.
Yep. Wow. The fire damage does seem extra effective. So yeah, in game terms, it's having double the effect, but a double of a 1 is still a 2.
Yeah.
Ah.
You know,
So,
I'm just a bit
It's not your day.
grossed
Yeah.
out.
but they do seem to be dispersing to some degree on you, and
Yeah.
they seem less dense for sure.
Nice.
Then I can use Patty as my bonus action,
Yep.
just to like straight up attack him.
All right, go ahead and roll Patty attack. What do we do for that? Do we just do your bow when we do that?
Normally we do, yeah.
Yeah,
He
just do
has
Because I think it uses your base attack or something. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
yeah, he uses. Okay, wait, where did my bow go? Sorry. Oh, there we go. Patty.
Greyhide.
Oh, Patty rolls a natural 20 for 28.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that Patty damage.
Go, Patty.
He is good at eating bugs.
Aw.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh.
I think he has a D8 damage, yeah. So, 12 damage to the bugs. Wow.
He just he just eats the air, crunches them up.
There's
chews them.
very few bugs left. They're almost completely dispersed as they're walking around. Patty is just like whacking them. You see them splat against the wall in one way, splat against the wall in the other way as he's just whacking into it.
That's my bear. That's my bear. That's my bear.
Yay.
Anything? That was actually everything, unless you want to move.
Patty's going for this guy, so I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'll take a movement out into like the main room where everyone else is.
You can go there. You have like 5 more movement if you want to go anywhere else from there.
No, I will stay there.
I
Wait,
have
so
to
that
re-
little
print your
pixie
bow.
thing is dead, right?
You don't see the glow anymore, really. Or you can, you look around, you see it on the ground. It seems to be a very faint glow.
I know what it's
Oh.
like to lose
Can
that
I go?
glow.
Can I go? Actually, can I go to it?
You could get 5 more feet towards it if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Is it right beside the? Where is the pixie?
It's where that chair is.
Ah. Perfect.
Then it is Felric. Felric dashes into the room, ignoring the swarm there, and he takes out his gun and pulls back the hammer and fires a loud noise. And hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right into the founder.
He fires, and you see giant sections of bugs on the guy's shoulder just fly off from the impact of the bullet.
Yes, Crowley, the true form was revealed by Fireball.
That's right. That fireball was
I just didn't have a pixie.
not
I'm sorry.
ideal.
But we are back to Ingvar.
So
What is Ingvar gonna do?
Ingvar dashes forward. He should have just enough movement to reach. And parry step lunge with his attack.
Very lunge.
Nice.
Beautiful. And flourish, such flourish.
Alrighty,
That's
where's that?
I rolled a really good to hit, so...
Yes, that definitely hits.
And I do indeed flourish as a bonus action.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, is flourish actually a thing?
For me, it is.
Huh.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Nice.
12 damage to the guy. Are you gonna leave it at that, or are you adding anything to it?
No, my flourish was my bonus action.
Okie dokie.
Oh, wait a minute.
What is flourish?
That's what I missed. Oh, I get an AC bonus because I have an advantage attack because
okay.
he's still fairy fired.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't,
True.
get better on the advantage attack. So.
I thought maybe you might have a
Right.
thing to add to damage with the inspiration, but never mind.
Oh wait, it also adds damage. It's true. It's defensive and offensive.
Yeah, it's like the battle master of the fighter, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Huh.
Thank you. I haven't played a bard in a while. I was a sorcerer last time. Pathfinder as well.
Oh, yeah,
where
Pathfinder. I miss
is-
Pathfinder.
Is there just a way to just roll a d8 in this system?
At the bottom left of the screen, you should have like a little symbol for dice.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it's a D8. Okay. 12, 7, 8 will be. Oh wow.
Yeah. So an amazing strike.
Yeah, you run up to it and you stat. Is your rapier? It's piercing.
It's
right?
magic. It's piercing magic.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, and you run up with your rapier and you just kind of stick it and swish it around a while. and it seems to just slice through many bugs on its form. You see them fall to the ground.
That is a useful bard.
Anything with you? Oh, you use your bonus action for the flurry. Okay.
Yeah.
Then as the swarm is going to attack Greyhide
Ah!
and miss.
So I'm standing next to Patty right now, right? So with that swarm, okay.
Yep.
That's the noise he makes.
That's Azure Edge. Azure Edge is making that noise. Then it is entity. You're right next to him. He's gonna move his funnel of bugs right on top of you and try to hit you with it.
Ugh.
Does a 20 hit with your bonus?
Unfortunately, thanks to my flourish, it does not.
Oh wow. And then the other one is gonna go towards this
I
guy.
want to flourish.
Fitz. It's gonna go towards Fitz. I'm gonna use one of my rerolls. Does a 22 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Thank
Let
you.
me just. Yeah, damn it, lethal. Let me just. What does
You're trying
know,
to figure out your if shield will do it.
Yes. 17.5 is 22, right?
22. It would still hit, unfortunately. Just barely.
Yeah. Fitz just accepts that this is happening and oh god, look at these bugs. This is gross. Bugs. I'm not from the country like Alpha and Greyhide. These bugs are disgusting.
The bugs lay
Ugh.
into you, doing sorry, math is hard. 18 piercing damage. As they swarm around you, you can
Jesus
feel the
Christ.
pieces of them. Some of them are just dead, and they're just in this funnel whacking and scraping against you as this funnel of bugs come at you.
They're biting me. They're biting me. I think they're putting eggs in.
Furry.
This is disgusting.
and you have to
I've
seduce the
always
next
hated
NPC.
Bugs. Oh, that's what that is. I was ready to monologue. Okay, well, that's
Also-
gonna be interesting.
He takes a layer action and summons another swarm. You see bugs and other such coming from the walls, and as another swarm of bugs enters, and it actually just it moves to him, and it absorbs in his body.
That is horrible.
Okay.
Replacing a bunch of those shish kebab bugs on my rapier.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
Kebab
that makes
bugs.
sense.
Then it is. Does he want to move? You get
I
attack
think
opportunity on him.
Fitz got a potion.
Oh, did he?
Greyhide.
What do I get? What do I get? What do I get?
You suffer a mood swing.
I'm covered in disgusting bugs, and it's wonderful. It's actually sort of, it's very therapeutic and actually
Fitz gets a healing.
massaging. Kind of like it. Crawling all up. Whoa.
Yeah, Fitz,
Whoa.
as you're kind of in that corner, your foot hits something. You see on the ground someone left a healing potion right there.
Well, now that is convenient.
Sure.
And
Greyhide.
stop it. Fitz, it is your turn. What happened with Greyhide? Another mood swing.
The mood swing.
Okay, now that bug that crossed the line where you're crawling. I need you to get out of there immediately. That is not cool.
Yes.
So,
It's a private
while I
parts
hear
room.
Greyhide yelling and... can I drink this on a bonus action? Does that have to be my action?
We do it as a bonus action, yeah.
Alright, so first I pop that potion. What do I have to roll for that?
2d4 plus 2.
Alright, perfect. So I suddenly find this potion by my foot. Oh my god, that is useful. Cork, take it back. And we've got a nice, got a 7 back, so I'm feeling a little better after that. And I take another fire bead.
Oh boy.
And now that I have sort of got an idea of range, and
yeah,
that
it's 20-foot radius.
It's 4 squares, right? There's 4 squares?
Yes. So you want
So
the center of it to be 4 squares from any ally.
Right. So I
Which-
throw it exactly at the corner of the wall so that the bug is in its radius and that Ingvar and the pixie are not. Because I really...
All right, go ahead and roll that dex roll. Do that, roll that dex. See how close
Ingvar,
you can
I
get to where
really
you're
this
aiming.
doesn't hit you. I'm really sorry.
Well,
I'm
I have
really
faith.
sorry. We've got we've got a 17.
Oh, that's
Does
pretty
my
good.
aim
Yeah, you're
fly
able to hit
true?
exactly where you want, and it you hit the corner and you hear again as it explodes. Roll that 8d6.
that could have gone
Ah,
so many other ways.
take that, you insolent mass of disgusting.
And he does seem to
buggy-
dodge out of it slightly, out of the way. He kind of gets low as it goes off.
Damn it.
But it is extra effective against him too, so he still takes 34.
Oh, these things are fantastic. I
He's starting to look
him.
like he's taken some damage at this point. You can see he has. It's kind of the bugs are swirling inside him, but there's actually some cavities inside him that he can't fill with bugs.
Crowley brings up a really good point. Does the reflection of the wall explosion change the damage?
Shut up, Tyler. He does this to me.
I mean,
This
Lethal
is- I'm
gave
just
you a
joking.
reroll.
I'll remind you, super old school, they used to give you the volume of Fireball. And if you were stupid enough to fire that in a corridor, your DM would crack out some advanced math and calculate the space of the corridor, and the Fireball would occupy the volume.
That's funny.
Oof.
You're basically taking cubic feet and kind of filling it in.
Oh yeah, tunnels
Kinda
became huge fire tunnels of death. It was
Yeah.
instant death for everything.
I think back then though, fireballs were less
Fantastic.
explosive and more just like flagellations. So
Yeah, just
it was
damage.
because now in 5e they're actually like explosions that go off. But
I've been playing DD for a long time.
yeah, that was Fitz and
shows.
Fig. Sorry. Do you want to move it all, Fitz, while Fig is about to go?
Yes, I'm going to position myself directly across the pool from the bug thing.
Okie dokie. Then it is Fig.
All right, let's try and trap this guy with some
Ensnare?
ensnaring. Yeah,
Okay, dokie. You have advantage.
let's do it.
Fairy Fire is OP.
Is that just
Yeah.
my regular bow?
Yeah, but with
Regular
advantage.
bow.
Nobody's
great
giving
spell.
me any drinks, so
20,
I'm
is
just drinking.
21 good enough, or should I
Uh,
roll the advantage again?
Always roll with advantage because you can get a crit.
True.
That's true.
That's very true. 21 and 21, so 21 it is.
It's a good roll.
Yep. Oh wow. So yeah, it definitely hits. I think he
Nice.
has to do a. This is ensnaring strike.
Yeah.
Drink that seduce juice.
There you go. Ensnaring
While this is happening, Fitz just pulls out his flask, and God, I hate bugs.
Glug, glug, glug.
Why is this not loading?
Thank you, Growly.
Come on, load the spell already. Do you have the spell up? Do you know what the save is on it?
Oh, sure. I can pull it up. Hold on. Spell.
I can just go to your character actually and look this up. Next time you hit the weapon, blah blah blah, strength saving throw. Come on, big. Oh, that's a 19 on the die. Does a 22 hit? Save.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah.
No one's DC is that high.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it does, but I still think you do the damage of the bow.
Oh, there's no extra effect.
Yeah,
Right.
there's just no extra effect.
Yep.
Oh, someone did something. What is this?
Fuokami.
Oh,
Will
I'll
state
read
it.
that in a second. I just realized someone gave me disadvantage a while ago, so I'll go ahead and do that too. Oh, I still rolled a 16 on the die, so it's still a 19.
Ah,
Well,
Greyhide,
That is a
because some
dexterous
random goddess,
form.
me, decided to show pity on the poor paladin, not paladin. You get another D8 inspiration.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
hey.
Fig, do you want to do anything else, or did you roll the damage? Go ahead and roll the damage for your attack,
Thank you,
Um,
goddess.
and then you have a. That's it, because you would have had to use your bonus action to do that. You can move if you want.
Yep.
And then it
The
is
damage
not Greyhide, it is Philric.
It's a d6, right, for the damage for this? Or am I...
Oh no! It's just your weapon attack damage, your
Oh, just
longbow
my
damage.
damage? Oh.
Felric's gonna run up and attack him. He
Well,
has flanking, so he gets
you know-
+2. That's how we do flanking.
That would be 5.
Careful, Felric.
He hits.
What's that, Alpha? What? 5? What?
Well, it was
Wow, you
I rolled a
rolled a
1, but I have a +4 to my anyways.
Wow, that's
I don't want to
Right.
talk about it. Yeah.
Damage is damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, also your arrow goes through. Actually, you have a magic bow, right? The arrow hits it, and it seems to have kind of a magical effect as it makes a hole in it. Still affecting it the damage normally. But Felric went up and took out his rapier and slashed it a few times, but it seems to have less of an effect on the creature because his rapier's not magical. Then it is Ingvar. Then it'll be Greyhide.
So, Ingvar is gonna take a chance and use his bonus action to cast Healing Word on the pixie.
Okay. Let me
Nice.
roll the pixie's death saves real quick. It's only been one round, I believe.
Yes.
So actually,
Sure.
there's no chance. But yeah, go ahead, do it. Roll that healing. Oh, you did already. Perfect. At level 2, I see. No, it's level 1.
Oh yeah, it was just really so it's not dying.
Everybody sees the glow of the pixie kind of come back as it seems to start moving around a bit.
Do you know, I feel so bad about lighting it on fire. That really was not my intention. I was trying not to.
Fireball's dangerous.
Yeah, I didn't realize quite how impressive that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your bonus action.
So
Then
on
you're
my
attacking?
2 hits, I'm gonna use that inspiration that
Okie
I
dokie.
was given earlier. So
With
I
you have a
remove
9
that.
right now, right?
It's an 11 because I'm flanking. I didn't add.
Oh
the
yes,
plus
you are
2.
correct.
Ah,
14. Are you gonna leave it at that, or is there anything else you're gonna add?
I believe that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, you go forward with your rapier and you slash at it a few times and you hit it, but it doesn't seem to have enough of an effect to kill many bugs to really cause damage.
I'll get that shish kebab going.
Yeah, no more shish kebabs, right?
Bug kebab.
A bug kebab. Use that.
It's very
you took a shot.
experimental.
Okay. Then Greyhide.
Right.
What's Greyhide gonna
Yes.
do?
Modern cooking.
Well, I'm surrounded and enveloped in this thing. Can I just attack it cleanly with Azure Edge, the flat side, or?
Yep.
Okay. So it's wiser to do it flat side, right? Do I get some sort of advantage, or were you just joking?
It can just do normal damage. If you do
Okay.
that.
I'll just do that. I'll attack with. And I've got 3 inspiration available, possibly. So let me just-
Yes, you'll pump it up no matter what happens.
I'm hitting.
Uh,
I rolled a friggin' 2.
Wow.
all right, I'm some inspiration.
I'm not gonna waste 3 inspiration.
I'll tell you right now, it has a 12 AC.
Oh, like, it's
You
bugs.
technically only need
Come on.
5. Yeah.
I would have rolled anything better than a 2, you know? Like, okay, let's see. I'll do an inspiration. I'll do 1 inspiration.
Okie dokie.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
I hit.
Wow, look at that. Just what you needed.
Ah,
Damn it. I'm not useless. Take
can
that,
thank,
you disgusting vermin.
Fuka for that.
Fuka.
And
I
you
get
did
all my damage.
go ahead to your damage. But whatever you do, it's gonna take this thing out, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you're over there with the flat side of your blade just splatting bugs back and forth with it to eventually the rest of them just disperse into the cracks of the wall.
That felt good. So with the rest of my turn,
Ah.
I'm going to charge headlong into the door and get as far as I can to the pool. Okay, yeah.
You want to go past that or just stay there? You still have
Oh, so
you still have
what's
half your movement.
There's a few enemies over there. There's a bugman and 2 other things.
No, those are that's Felric and Ingvar.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get as close to disgusting bugman as I can.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Then we are at disgusting Bugman.
Disgusting bug man.
He's gonna try to hit Ingvar with the thing that he keeps trying to whack him with.
The
Fair
funnel of gross.
Does a 19 hit you?
I am required to use my reaction as a defensive duelist to parry his strike. So it is not.
Yeah, the funnel comes for you, and you're able to whack it with your sword and parry it, and it kind of just disrupts it enough that it seemed to cause him some pain, and he moves away from you. The other one is still on Fitz.
Oh god.
22 hit.
It's still yeah.
I rolled the same thing I did last time against you.
It's still touching me. I don't like it.
Ooh, I rolled badly
think-
this time.
I think one of them is laying eggs into my thigh. It's really, really gross.
It does 12 piercing damage to you as it just keeps swirling around you and scraping you, and as these bugs bite into you.
I am feeling I feel like an army of mosquitoes. It's just sucking my blood. It's really not good.
You all will die. You will die to me and you'll feed my experiments. You will become me.
That's
As
really gross.
as more bugs seem to form from the wall and come around and crawl up onto this creature itself and fill in parts that were blown off.
Oh no! This thing is disgusting.
You do seem to be making headway on it, but it does heal a lot every turn. Fitz.
Some more fire.
Well, so it's now going to be very hard not to damage the people I love if I throw a fireball. So, with my
You have advantage.
right. So
Yeah, if you
I
do,
am.
like Eldritch Blast or something like that, you get advantage.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift my hand, summon the love of my goddess, and blast that disgusting purple thing.
All right.
Disgusting thing with purple energy. You know what I
The
mean?
purple forceful energy goes out and
Well, so we've got a 2, but there's an an 8.
you get advantage.
Come on, 19. That is a
19 will
lot
hit.
better.
It locks
Oof.
onto it as it blasts into it. Roll the damage. Are you doing Hager's Blast? Oh, no.
I don't know if that would actually put it into the pool.
At this point, it
I've
would
only
put
got
it
a
into
3
the
of
pool.
damage. Right, so I yank it towards me to try to get it to fall into the pool of magic and see if it does anything.
There is a ledge, but no, it's not that much.
Right.
You're able to pull it directly into the pool.
Ha! Does anything
And you
happen
hear
when
this
it's...
eerie sound come out from it as it
Screeches.
as you see parts of the bugs just seem to like fall apart from it as though it can't keep its form in there, and they just float to the top as he takes a massive amount of damage.
Wow. This pool is really neat, guys. This is a really
Right. Spring cleaning.
cool pool. Yeah.
Eventually it gets lower and lower into the pool, and you see as it descends, and all the bugs are just floating on the top of this pool as it falls completely in, and it doesn't seem to move anymore.
Oh,
Dead.
wow.
Whoa.
I'm not
that
poking
was
you with my
gross.
magic rapier. That's
I wanna get my stuff out and throw it in there. I'll start with the X-Bim. The X-Bim orb, I'm gonna toss it in. Or we can do this stuff next week.
What time is it? Oh wow, it's 10:40. I am sorry.
Throwing a fire bead.
No, we're in the middle of a cool battle. We want to kill these dudes. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll save the big reveal, the dipping of the orbs for next week.
I'm
I'll end
just
it
going
with-
to...
What? Go ahead.
I want to look at Ingvar and say, you, sir, are an excellent swordsman.
Why? Thank you. I studied at the best schools. My parents
I
could
can-
afford it.
It
3
shows.
cheers for Ingvar! Hip hip! Hooray!
Hooray!
But no, you 3 are the champions this day. For I am
Hey.
simply here to chronicle your journey. Once again, the unfriendly noise who has changed and will now forever be known as a paladin again.
Thank you. Thank you, Ingvar. You're a courageous friend.
Beautiful.
And
Two-
your allies who would walk into darkness with you for nothing else but to lend you aid? Alpha is quite concerned with monetary gains. It is a driving force in her life, but she does not ask anything to help you.
True, she's a
Very
really
true.
good friend. Yeah.
Yes.
You use your magic to help guide and light the way, to protect the party, and to strike down the darkness. This is a
Thank you,
fitting
Ingvar.
epic. wonderful intro to my ballad. It will be magnificent. Well done, all of you.
Yes.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing your ballad on Spotify or whatever,
Oh no,
whatever
Greyhide.
sort of music service we have here in Waterdeep.
You will all be entreated to the dance as I prepare. The ballad is for the dwarves. That's for my people. It's
I'll dance. I'm sure I'll make an exception and join you.
I cannot wait to
Ingvar,
see myself
I am-
portrayed by interpretive dance. Cannot.
I do not say
Bardify.
this
Yes.
often, but your presence was welcome here. Thank you.
Aww. You know, coming from Alpha, that's like a really, really big deal. That's like
well.
practically coming onto you.
I would say you almost feel like kin.
Oh.
I will say to end it, Greyhide, you hear in your head a presence, though almost like it is within your reach, not quite in your head, but it coming from somewhere in front of you, but no one else hears it. And you hear, "Come into the pool, come into the pool, come into the pool, come into the pool." 4 different voices
Interesting.
asking you to enter the pool. But we'll leave it at that, and
Oh.
we'll pick up next time.
Right, I'm not sure what's to happen if I do that. I definitely don't want this guy going in. I'll ask him the next quest. But we'll save that to next week. But I'll totally
Save
ask
it to
him.
next week.
Yes.
And I will run the outro. By the way, little fact, this outro is me just voicing over it with the stupidest voice I could come up with. So have fun with that. It's the same outro.
I am excited.
It was the best.
Right, Crowley, that's true.
Oh,